So when she smiles, you don't look at us while we're like. We've been on this earth so long that it's really impossible to say something. Yeah. My point is sometimes don't even engage. What was like the Chris Rock and the Will Smith thing, like.
Said that?
I should have been doing some gangster shit. But I've actually never seen it. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Listen to that track. You'll see what he said. Because
What it could be, hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
This is Militant Crazy Raw Happy Hour.
Drink champs, baby.
Champs. Make some noise! Now, E, you know, we started the show, we said we wanted to interview legends. We wanted to interview icons. This man right here is an icon. I've been going through his material, knowing that we had him booked, and I've been trying to see if he repeats. He don't repeat nothing. His material is always fresh. It's always straight to, it's to the, I heard him say, I'm either gonna motivate you or
intimidate
you. And boy, as hell, that's exactly what it is.
Right.
It's either you're gonna get motivated, you're gonna get intimidated, or you're gonna get something. Or the man has been down doing this. Like, I wanna go reiterate this NWA tour. Every time I think of it, and I say that you not only was him a part, that he was on the tour.
Right. Yes.
Like, as an act, this is just so crazy. You keep listening to his history from the, stealing Charlie's Murphy Rolex to, swiping Puff's daddy card. This man is a legend.
Right.
Legend on top of legend. And we're going to find out to the bottom. We're going to drink. We're going to get some smoke, some cigars. I brought a Cohiba from Bahamas for him. And in case you don't know, motherfucking legendary TK Kirkland in the building. So, born and raised in New Jersey.
Jersey City, New Jersey.
How does let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top when comedy first struck you, right? Mm-hmm. Because you said Jersey City.
Yes.
What is this? Your father's funny, your mom's funny. How does this work?
It's crazy how the career took over me because I was a college graduate. I got my master's degree.
What'd you get it in?
Speech communication.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So comedy wasn't on my radar because in the 80s to be a comedian coming from my family, it was embarrassing. What the fuck you mean you a comedian? Nigga, you went to college, right?
Right.
And ran track, did my thing. And then really, believe it or not, the situation when I hung out with Eddie Murphy, his brother Charlie Murphy, and we had a huge fight on Wilshire Boulevard in LA.
Okay, so y'all, you didn't know them from back in the East Coast?
No.
Okay, all right, cool.
It all started, and the reason why I'm going to bring this up, because I'm going to talk to the world about evolving as a man, right? And that's what we want to get across today about evolving as a man.
I need a drink.
Evolve as a man. And see, when I was a youngster, Keenan Ivory Wayans, I was hanging out, because I lived in Northridge on Parthenia, and I lived 2 doors down from Richard Pryor. But I wasn't doing stand-up comedy. Right. I was getting my master's degree at Cal State Northridge. Right. And I hung out one night smoking and got the drop top down.
And this is before Richard Pryor burnt himself?
It was right after he burnt himself, right. But I didn't know him, didn't really care about that, So
you were a fan of Richard Pryor, like everybody.
Yeah, but I wasn't really, comedy, I'm going to explain to you how I am with comedy.
Okay.
So I remember went out one night and I ran into, it was a party at this club called Carlos and Charlie's on Sunset Boulevard. It was back in the day, y'all was kids back then, in 82, 83.
Not EFN, he was
See, this happened in 82.
82?
No, 1982, right, 1982.
Okay.
Because I didn't start comedy till 1985.
Right.
So in 1982, I meet Keenan Ivory Wayans. Keenan Ivory Wayans takes me into this party because I got this classic, this Impala, and when I pulled up, it was so fly. He was like, yo, what kind of car is this? So he said, yo, you want to come into the party? Took me in. Prince was in that motherfucker with the rolls, with the bodyguard, with the big bodyguard with the blonde hair, looked like a wrestler.
Oh, wow.
And we was on the VIP section, so I wound up buying like 6 bottles of Cristal, and we just hanging, right? But it caught the attention of the guys. So we're hanging out, and I get on the set of Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. We hanging, And then one day, man, we went shopping at the Beverly Center, and we came back, and for some reason, Charlie Murphy is washing his perm. I'm sitting on the sink.
Okay.
And some said, rob these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the Rolex got taken, and it was really one of the most embarrassing things I've ever did in my life as I grow as a man.
So let's describe, because it wasn't like a robbery. It wasn't like you put a gun.
No.
It was like y'all was
swiped it. So it was an embarrassing situation when you understand life, right? Because we have a lot of young kids today who do a lot of embarrassing things, like on John Morant with the gun.
Right.
Young kids shooting people, whatever.
So you was John Morant back then?
No, not John Morant. What I'm trying to say is we make bad choices as kids, and we don't take the time to think of the consequences in life.
Is Charlie Murphy? Because obviously Eddie Murphy always been who Eddie Murphy is.
Yes.
Was Charlie known in these circles?
No.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring that, because they was good to me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eddie, Charlie.
So you was just being foul.
I was being foul.
Right.
It's true. Right. I was being foul.
Felt like you fit in the Darkness Brothers.
Yeah.
You was in the Darkness Brothers. You could have been the third Darkness.
No. That was going. We're not gonna put that out there. You know what I'm saying? No, because that's a thing that you say. Oh, that nigga could have put him on, but that's not the way life is. People think like that, but motherfuckers don't put people on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a certain type of nigga to put people. I put people on.
Okay.
Other people don't put people on.
But let's describe to people. So you guys at a party.
No. I want you to on this interview.
Just sitting around?
No, on this interview, you gonna let me finish my motherfucking talk. On this interview, you ain't gonna cut me off. I'm the motherfucking talking, and I love you to death, nigga.
He's a alumni. He can't ready.
You know what you're doing. This is your home.
Yes. So
go ahead. Yeah. Because the story's
that
so amazing.
led, believe it or not, to me doing stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Because I turned the negative into a positive. It didn't happen until 2 or 3 years later.
Right.
So then I meet a man named Michael Williams, who started the Comedy Act Theater with Robin Harris.
Right.
Meet Robin Harris, and I saw one of the greatest stand-up comedians ever.
That's Baby K's Robin Harris?
No, Robin Harris, the Bebe Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it so fast.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
I want you to slow down.
I'm excited. Puerto Rican come out of me.
So that changed my game, but I was never a true fan of stand-up comedian because they wasn't getting money.
Oh, okay.
See, when we started, it was $20 a show.
Jesus.
Flat.
Chicken wings
Not
and
per
shit.
hour. You just flat.
$20, yo. That wasn't money for me.
Right.
Do you understand?
I thought you meant $20 like that was the ticket price. You talking about that's what you was getting paid?
That's what we got paid.
Holy shit, no, you fucking me up right now.
No.
That's not even a per diem.
This is what comedians got paid in the 80s.
Wow.
Because we was building... We didn't know what we was building, just like y'all don't know what y'all doing here.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Thank you.
And it's your
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know where it's going.
Yes.
So to see agents in Hollywood, to see stand-up comedians doing what they doing now, not knowing what us younger comics did back in the 80s to make people's lives much, much better. Because we didn't know. We didn't know it was going to happen. But I always treated stand-up comedy, I'm a businessman.
Right.
And comedy is my side hustle. So when I used to see the Eazy-E, when I used to see Jay-Z, when I see Baby from Cash Money Millionaires, the thing that I always took from them was being independent. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Dave Chappelle's, the Chris Rocks, they all went for TV and they got their shows. And even though they make millions now, they never really own their own shit.
That's the one thing I noticed about you. I all pointed out to my friends earlier is as we're going through it, it all says your network on it.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
let me let you finish your
I see.
thought.
I own my own shit, and there's no hate to the other.
No, we got to make some noise for that, though.
Yeah.
We got to make some noise for that because that was one of the first things that I immediately caught on to. I was like, wow. It seemed like you owned everything that I was watching. And
I
was
own
just sitting
everything.
there, like, and I have never saw that before, especially with comedy.
Yeah, I own everything. Now, yes, would I would like to be a big motherfucking star and getting in millions and millions, but as you get older, you can only have so much money. As you get older, you only have so many cars. When you get older, you only have so much jewelry. It doesn't matter. I always tell people, it's not how well you live, it's how well you die. You understand what I'm saying? So I try to inject into the universe my mistakes. And I tried to explain to her how I evolved as a man. And that's what I want this interview to be about, how I evolved as a man, because we need to let young men and women know how you can start one way and continue the journey to get back on your track.
Because you recently apologized to Eddie Murphy, right?
Yes. We was at a it's crazy. Like, he pulled up in a Rolls Royce. I was in the Bentley.
As he should.
And he had a woman with him, and I had a bad bitch breathing on me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we walked in. We was on VIP now. I'm with this nigga.
Nah, it's Eddie.
I'm
Eddie stepped to you
it's
like
Eddie Murphy. No,
what's up, nigga? You remember?
I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. No, you gotta change your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So as men, I sat there, and believe it or not, this has happened about 20 years ago now. That had been on my mind. Because I never got to meet Charlie Murphy again. From 1982, even when he got into stand-up. We never crossed each other's path. We talked through other people, so we knew the respect was there, but I never got a chance to look him in his eye. And as a man, no, let me finish. To as a man to say I apologize. So when I saw Eddie in the VIP section, I was with the young lady. I said, I'll be right back. And I walked up to him and said, how you doing, Eddie? He said, yeah. He said, listen, about 20-something years ago, you invited me in your home, and I just want you to understand, as a man, I truly apologize for what I did to come in your home and be disrespectful. We all own homes, right? We and if you allow somebody in your house, like nigga, I fuck
That's
with
a big
you,
deal.
Nigga, I fuck with you. And as a youngster, I didn't understand that. And when I understood life, I was mad at my motherfucking self because I was like, damn, T. Not that it could have changed my career.
No,
because where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. But I pushed being a motherfucking man. I take that very seriously. So once I said that to him, nigga, it was skies.
That's a beautiful moment. Let's make some noise for that. That's a beautiful moment. You know what's crazy? I had hired Charlie Murphy because I loved the Dave Chappelle skit. So we hired him for a video, and I'm talking about I hit it off with him like you know
wonderful gentleman.
Like most people that you see. And then when you see them off television, they're not like that. That's why I say that y'all would have got along. Y'all made jokes about it.
He was good. I mean, I was hanging with him more than I was hanging with Eddie. And that's what I'm trying to say about choices. And this is what me and my man was talking about before the show started. We was talking about BMF. We was talking about Snowfall. You know, we bring Scarface into this. We bring in all the drug movies of the world. And what I want kids to think about, and people in the studio, see, people see the drugs. They see the flamboyant shit of being a hustler.
They don't see the downfall.
The problem with those shows is choices. Every time you turn the fuck around, them niggas is making choices that are detrimental to their fucking life. And what's crazy with my man Franklin Saint,
damn son,
the choice that he makes keeps burying him deeper and deeper in the ground. See, sometimes you make choices, you can get out. There's some choices, dog.
Because he fed into his anger and ego.
He fed into his anger and ego.
You're talking about the character, right? You're going too far.
He fell into his character, right? And in every show, there's a line that'll make you make a decision. And in the beginning of Franklin Saint, his uncle said to his woman and to him, he said, this shit brings trouble. Do you want this kind of heat? And Scarface, when the white man Frank White took Tony in. And Tony, he wanted to take his bitch, want to connect, want the motherfucking house. And he said, Tony, it's the people who fly low. Who make it in this business. And see, these kids go out here and hustle. Key, when we was growing up, Key was $12,000. You put 3,000 on is 15. Give Key now 30-something thousand.
How you know what a key is now?
That nigga, you know, I've been a hustler my whole motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? And they put this little change on it, which is a 6% markup, which ain't worth it. So I try to push education.
Yes.
You know, get an education, understand coding, get into understanding artificial intelligence, because that's the way of the
Yo, the
future.
AI shit is wild.
Yeah, the AI shit. And we sleep. Motherfuckers are sleeping. They just watching the videos talking about, ooh, the future's good. Nigga.
The future is now.
It's not about the future now. You got to see, go deeper. How can I invest in those companies? Right. How can I learn a skill that I can have a job or teach my children to have a job in artificial intelligence? Because the truck driver shit, working for FedEx, working for Best Buy is gone because they building machines that take those people places.
Everything.
And when you see the Putins and the leader of Japan and China and North Korea talking, and I was watching their interview, they not talking about the next 5 years. These niggas talking about the next 100 years.
Long game. They play long game.
They think
we're short term. They're long game.
They think
they in the Jetsons
they're not even going to be here. But they planning for their future. That's why Russia just purchased $20 billion of Africa's debt.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
and China's invested heavily in Africa and Latin America.
It's chess in this motherfucker.
Right.
See, they moving the way we don't see people moving. And Uganda, who is a powerful nation, but they didn't put on the news last week, and found $20 trillion worth of gold. Now, they promoted the law that they passed against the gay community, that if you over there and you gay, you can get life in prison or the death penalty. But no, you didn't hear one article that mentioned about a black country
just found trillions in gold.
$20 trillion worth, because it makes them a powerhouse. See, because America have you thinking that the African countries are horrible.
Yeah,
don't visit them.
Countries.
Yeah, don't go visit them. When they show Africa, they always show the jungle.
Yeah, they
never show
bone in someone's nose.
They never show how Africa look like motherfucking Beverly Hills.
Metropolitan cities.
Exactly.
Hotels everywhere.
Hotels and beautiful fucking homes.
Some of the richest people are in Africa.
Exactly. Right. So that's what we have to start pushing, right? That's what we have to start pushing, and not just pushing that, pushing health. Because we talk about all the celebrities all the time, right? We talk about what's going on in hip-hop.
Right.
But as black men, we have to start pushing health, because we always talk about money, who got the most money, but we never talk about health.
Yep.
Because the goal is, okay, we're going to teach you how to get the bag, but we got to start teaching people to live long, to enjoy the bag.
The true health.
You know?
Right. That's right.
A lot of people don't go to the doctor. I'm looking at you. You've been to the doctor.
Every year.
You know, and that's the myth. Watch what I'm about to tell you. You pay insurance every month to go to the doctor once a year. Right. So that's a hustle.
Yeah.
Why would you pay once a month to go once a year?
It's crazy.
I tell people, fuck that once a year shit. You gotta start going every 3 fucking months, because let's say you are sick. And you wait a year because you don't know what's going on internally. By the time you get there, you fucked up. So we got to step our game up on understanding our health, going for walks, going to getting sun, and not waiting till men get erectile dysfunction that think something's wrong with them.
Right.
You got to go to the doctor, take care of your health and your mental. I guarantee you, it'll change your game.
No,
I've been wanting to say that. So
that's real talk. Let me, because I see.
If anything, I want to talk about eating a woman's pussy.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Using vibrators and hot towels and shit, and just making a woman climax to a whole nother level. See, because a lot of niggas ain't got game on how to handle these women.
Somebody taking notes right now.
And that's why these young niggas is going to jail. They don't know how to. When we was growing up, we used to mac bitches.
What you say? This is one of my favorite lines. You say every June there's
a group of college bitches graduate in June.
College bitches
because these young niggas, is tripping if a bitch leave them.
Yeah, they're killing shit.
They killing.
Yeah,
they're killing. Like the other day, a young man, because his girl wouldn't give him the passcode to the phone, choked his daughter on FaceTime and killed the baby in front of her, yo.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, little bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is what we got to put out. We got to put the thing in these young niggas' mind, like, niggas, stay strong.
Right.
You know? You don't need to get settled down in your 20s. Anybody listening in your 20s, you're supposed to explore the fucking world. You're supposed to date, have a good time, stack your motherfucking money. Because what I said earlier about evolving, if you not settle, but if you start dating at a young age, nigga, by the time you're 30 and 40, your way of thinking is different. The way you look at a woman is different. You know, the same ass I liked 40 years ago ain't the same ass I like now. The same mind that I liked in my 20s ain't the same mind I like now. It's growth. So you want to feel committed, but most of y'all that been in relationships, you don't really like the bitch you with. You put up with her, but you really don't like that bitch. You don't really like you put up with it because you think it's the right fucking thing to do. You know, some of y'all stick your dick in other bitches and go back home, but my point is you really don't like this bitch that you fucked with 20, 30 years ago. I'm just being honest, yo. So you gotta take, I'm fucking 63, dog. I'm 63 years old.
Looking good. You looking good.
You know, and I'm really 61, about to be 62.
Right.
But I always put a year on top of it. And let me tell you why. Because I believe in being so honest, I never want to lie to myself. So I gotta make motherfucker 63. So I always say I'm a year older than what I really am. So that way when I get there, nigga, I didn't lie to me.
Right.
You know? So that's what we doing, man. We want to push health and get these young kids making good decisions in life, Nori, because they confused out there. They're killing the kids, yo. You got the women, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm proud of Black China.
Yes.
Black China evolved.
Yes.
See, that's what life's about. See, she got baptized. She got some tattoos.
Out.
Yeah, took it, and it's gonna be so many women who gonna look at her and say, I want to change. I want to become a better person. She took her
OnlyFans out too.
Yeah, she took her OnlyFans out. So we got to clap for that.
Yeah, we got to.
We got to clap for that because we want our women. See. It's not that our women lost, it's that the men that's running these streets now are not being strong to lead them. And then when you try to lead, now the women don't want to listen. See, I'm a true believer of Farrakhan. I like listening to people who want to make our race better. Because you got that governor here up in Orlando, DeSantis, who wants to take away Black history in the state of Florida, who really want to make the laws in the state of California hard for people of color. And if we out here just bullshitting, no disrespect, and we don't get our point across to the youth to make sure that they understand, get an education, get a good job, stay disciplined. You understand? These things are important, and we take advantage of this type of platform to push as much as we can to get their lives together. That's important to us, yo.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's important.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, that's...
I see I got all your thinking.
Yeah. Throw me off too.
Yeah.
Think champs. But sometimes you gotta think too.
Yeah.
So, you know, you saying that after, you know, the Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy incident, what was that moment where you said, besides that incident, was like, yo, you know what? I want to make people laugh. Like, what was that first?
But before you answer that, you said you talked to Eddie. What did he say? You didn't say what he responded.
No, he said he was cool. Like, see, it's only the community that kept it going.
But he said it was like...
Yeah, they ain't thinking about that shit.
Right.
His cousin Ray, who's a good friend of mine, believe it or not, the Eddie Murphy clan, they love T to the motherfucking K. They think I'm really one of the funniest comedians in the world. You understand? So to hear that is just phenomenal, because I talk to Ray every now and then. And I remember talking to his cousin Ray. He said, man, nigga still talking about that shit? He said, we love you, nigga, because Ray wanted to do a movie with me or something, because he thinks out of all the comedians that's in the community now, they think I'm truly the best. That's why me, Jamie Foxx, and Marcus King
coming, right?
getting ready to do we about to do a comedy special. A movie, me and Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx is going to direct it. Marcus King, we got something really, really special going on. And then I'm getting ready to do this movie with Cash Money, NBA Young Boy, baller blocking.
Okay.
So we've done this baller blocking too. So I'm like a...
Renaissance.
Denzel Washington in Training Day in that motherfucker. So it's going to play a chief in this bitch. And I got killed in the first one. So I put the spin on it. So nigga hit me on Instagram. He said, nigga, you died in the first movie. And I said, nigga, you ain't see a funeral?
Well, TK, man, let me just tell you, our show is about giving people their flowers. So we want to give you your flowers face to face, man to man.
Yeah, you didn't get them last night.
Nigga.
That's what
Yo, listen.
Snoop Dogg said it's like a Grammy.
You're gonna make me cry out this motherfucker, yo.
Come on,
Where the cameras at? Yeah. That's some player shit right here.
So I wanna just get back to that beginning, like that first spark, because for a young comedian coming up right now, who like you said, you was hanging out with comedians and you lived next to a comedian, hang out with comedians, you wasn't even thinking of that. Yeah. So what was that spark? So for whoever's listening out there, a young comedian that.
See, I think growing up in Jersey City, being up in Harlem, being in New York.
Yeah.
What when you think of New York when you're young, what is it about when we was growing up? We get money. That's what they used to call money making Manhattan.
That's right.
Remember that?
That's right.
That's in my DNA. So I don't have an agent. Never had an agent. Never had a manager.
Wow.
I just like to negotiate my deals myself because I cannot allow another man to make a decision for me. I can't sit around and wait for my phone to ring and say, yo, we booked you for a show. I can never live like that. And I like to have things in my control. So when I started the TK.network and I had 3 specials out that did very well, it was about in the 90s when I was trying to get specials, right? I was trying to get on HBO.
It was HBO back then.
Yeah, I was trying to get on Showtime, and even though I was getting into the meetings, it was people making decisions for you. And what I found out when I used to do with, I did my first comedy album. What's the label that Bone Thugs and Harmony was on?
They were on Ruthless.
No. And who was the distributor?
Priority?
No, it was a guy out in New York City. Relatively, yep. I did my first comedy album with them.
Oh, wow.
And what that showed me was, even though you want to be with HBO, even though you want to be on these big things,
it's all cracked up.
You know what I like? When I know when I'm going to release my own release date. You know what I like? When I know what picture I want to use on my cover. You know what I like? Back in the 90s, if you call someone, no secretary picked up the phone and say, oh, he's going to call you back tomorrow. You call tomorrow, oh, he'll call you such and such, or he left for the day.
Right.
It's a great feeling to be your own boss. You understand?
Control.
But everybody can't do that.
Yeah, everyone ain't built for
See, you got to have the certain type of ability, the discipline, because everybody want to wear your crown or do what you do until they see how heavy that crown is. And you're like, oh, you thought that motherfucker's light, you got to give it back. So I made a career out of this, 38 years doing my thing. You understand? So that's phenomenal to do it my way. So I'm going to do a couple of things extra. And I was thinking about retiring. But the way I live my life, Ritz-Carlton, some of the best hotels in the world.
God damn it.
What the fuck I'm gonna retire? You know what I'm saying? Like jet skiing, swimming, like this is our life.
Right. Let me ask you, because like Monique, right? We just seen Monique recently. She was like kind of complaining about the Netflix thing, and then a year had passed by, and it seemed like they rectified the situation, and it almost seems like she went right back to the situation that she was complaining about.
I saw that, and what I've learned about other comedians, and this is something I've learned in life, is that since we're brothers and sisters in the comedy world, I've learned this as I have evolved in life. They can never do no wrong. So if she is having a problem, let's support her. Let's get her to do her thing. If any comic is going something, I want comedians and we all stick together and root that person on instead of saying, oh, that's a dumb motherfucker. They don't know what they're doing and blah, blah, blah. What I want to show is, hey, Monique, if that's how you feel, I support you. I hope the comedy world supports you, and you keep doing your thing. I'm just doing my thing.
I love how comedians take the truth and then make you laugh about the truth, even if it hurts.
The ugly truth.
Like even with Monique, with her flipping it, and it's just like it's like with Chris Rock too. You know, we have this whole debate, right?
Yes.
Where people say, oh, well, Chris might have went too far, right? And then this one guy on our group chat, I don't want to say because I don't know if this conversation was private or not, but this is what he said. He said, as a comedian, some of us ain't fighters. Some of us is comedians.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of he was saying that's
his
Chris
punch
Rock's.
back.
They were saying that was Chris Rock's punch
Yeah,
back.
that's his-
Right.
Was like, yo, you gonna get these jokes.
Yeah.
I can't beat you, Will Smith.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm and I was like, I felt like I had to feel that. I was just like, yo, that's how Chris. But there was some people on a group chat that was like, hey man, he went too far. Did you think Chris Rock went too
Now,
far?
see, social media is crazy, right?
Okay.
See, because here's the thing about social media. Social media have put ignorant people and kids at the table of grown folks' conversation.
Yeah, that's
That's a real shit.
You know what I'm saying? See, when we was young
Like that.
and we got into grown folks' conversation,
They would tell,
they'll
shut
say, shut the fuck up. Grown folks talking. You understand? See,
Ain't no grown folks talking on Twitter.
on Twitter, you got the kids who are not
And if they
mentally
got
mature.
the followers, they looked at as grown folk.
They not mentally mature.
Right.
You'll say something that's dealing with some mature shit, but if a child who doesn't have life experiences, we're not gonna say they dumb.
Right.
You're just not mature enough to understand grown-ups' thoughts process, or you haven't experienced enough in life to understand where we're coming. So they give their opinion thinking that they own something. So when I have those problems, I normally block people because I'm like, you're a child. It's a grown folks conversation. Like, to even talk to someone, a kid to even talk to a fucking 60-something-year-old man, it would have been disrespectful. Us growing, am I right or wrong? You get motherfucking
The other day I had
smacked.
to block somebody. The dude just to hit me and said, hey man, y'all falling off. Y'all interviewing Chuck D. I said,
Oh, my God.
Like the kid didn't even know who Chuck D was. I'm sorry. That's how dumb people are. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to make
Nigga,
a point.
Chuck D,
Chuck
nigga?
D, word. I had to
That's the
explain.
type of nigga you find to go smack this nigga.
I blocked him immediately.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, nigga, Chuck D, nigga, you know the fuck Chuck D is, nigga? And that's my point.
And then let me tell you how dumb the conversation got. He was like,
You engaged this motherfucker?
I had to. I had to. He's like, because he wasn't even a man in Public Enemy. And I just had to say, I said,
you
oh
kidding
man, like,
me, yo.
these kids, and that's how dumb these people are.
Yes,
So,
yes.
My point is sometimes you don't even engage. But with like the Chris Rock and the Will Smith thing, like
He did what he was supposed to do.
As a comedian.
If that's what made him feel better as a man.
right.
So
if
be
Will
it.
would have smacked you, would you have gave him jokes?
Here's the thing about life again.
Look at your face.
Everybody know motherfucker ain't running up on me. So we know that. But see, the thing about both of them gentlemen, this is where it's confusing.
Right.
See, we love Will Smith.
Right. Absolutely.
We love Chris Rock.
Right.
So for that to happen, to
Legends.
put us at odds with each other, to even have this conversation is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like to talk about would he hit you, TK. It's
Right.
embarrassing to say that, to say this about this young man who has allowed a young lady to throw him off a game, off his square, for what he has built his whole entire life. See, because it comes down to choices in life, right? And I remember one day I was walking through the airport with Andre 3000.
Wow.
And I was having some problems with my daughter's mother at the time.
Hold on, so you and Andre just walked through the
y'all
airport?
met up at the
I'm just
airport
trying to figure
Yeah,
this out.
you know, I used to open up for those guys.
For Outkast?
Oh, nigga, listen to me. Outkast, Luke, Jay-Z, Cash Money Millionaires, Nelly, AMG, Second to None. Like, nobody resume as an opening act and stand-up
Right.
can beat mine. It got to a point, I said, if I ain't open up for you, you ain't famous.
Damn. We
I
ain't shit
opened
here,
up
man.
for because I opened up for everybody. But what we knew about New York, everybody knew TK.
Right.
See, when we was coming up,
Right.
it was only one hip hop comedian.
Right.
That was TK Kirkland.
So, gotta make
Because
some noise.
right, it was TK Kirkland. Because I see the other comedians and see with our history, people can take a title. He's like, somebody didn't know who Chuck D was.
Right.
But if they don't know the history of what we're talking about, they won't give TK the props. Because they go, what? TK ain't famous.
Right.
But when you know the history and you see 39, 38 years of this business, because in our business, you have people rise and fall.
Yep.
I've been straight line my whole motherfucking life. I never went up. I never went down. I've been consistent my whole life. And it was great for me because it keeps you humble.
Yes.
It keeps you out the way. And I just love what the universe has put out there for me to win at this game of life, right? Because what is success? It's based on what you think of. And you know what I tell people success? If you can pay your bills,
take care
you
of
get
your
a
family.
haircut, take care of your family, go on a nice trip, you're happy, you made a good choice, you got the right people in your life, nigga, you won.
That's right.
That's success. We give people with the most money like they the most knowledgeable, not thinking they probably was at the right place at the right time. See, because as we get older...
I know some dumb rich niggas.
Yeah, see, because it's not
dumb
about...
rich niggas.
But it's not about money. It's about character.
Let's get back to the story.
But are you respected?
Airport
That's the
with
key.
Andre
Yeah, so
3000.
Andre 3000, we're talking. He said to me, when I mentioned pain, he said, TK, you got to choose which pain you want. You can have the pain of staying with your baby mama or the pain leaving. But either way is going to be painful.
What the fuck just happened?
So the thing
Some
about...
deep shit right there. What the fuck did you just say?
That's in life. You got to choose
That was deep.
what pain you want. And when guys say, I don't want to leave my baby mama, when girls say, I don't know, they want what to do, either way, it's going to be painful. So you have to choose which pain you want.
You got to live with that pain once you choose.
You know, and it's you got to live with your choices,
Right?
Because that's what life's about. And once you live with it, you can feel good about yourself.
Because people be
right?
flip flopping, and that's the problem.
People be flip flopping.
Like my friend Diego, he got two choices in life: either go to Colombia or don't go to Colombia.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
You know, and I'm looking at him.
And he flip flops. He flip flops.
Yeah. They might keep him. They might keep him.
He might keep himself. He gonna kidnap himself out there.
Yes.
He paid homegirl to kidnap him.
So, like, you know, what was something that you remember about Suge Knight, right? Because
you know about Suge.
this was crazy about Suge, right? And I don't think I've ever said this on this show. I've actually never been in a room where Suge been doing some gangster shit. Like, I've actually never seen it. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Suge.
Please, break it down. And we don't have Suge's nice
People
stories on here, right?
gonna be shocked when I say that.
Okay.
Suge really one of the nicest niggas on the planet.
I knew you was
I've
gonna
heard
say
that from people
I knew you was
that
gonna say
interact with him. They said he was
when I
mad
was on
cool.
tour with NWA, Suge Knight was me and the DOC's bodyguard.
That's right, I remember that. I'm like Diego. Shit, I do remember
Yeah,
he was your bodyguard. You
He was
and
my
Eazy-E.
body. Because me and the DOC was roommates.
In the movie, they actually show that.
Yes.
They actually show that.
Yes.
Okay,
So he was our bodyguard. So
So you done introduced Suge to the world. It's your fault. Nah, it's fucking with you.
See, choices again.
Fucking with you.
And I love Suge, man. What disappoints me is his choices. Because it didn't have to go that way. Could have been a whole nother fucking way.
Right.
And it's embarrassing that we're sitting here even discussing this because he had the ability to be one of the most phenomenal icons in the world. This nigga was truly at Jimmy Iovine's house with John Kennedy Jr. and all of them playing football and kicking opportunities of a life. Yo, if Suge could have been mayor of motherfucking Los Angeles, California. That's how deep this game is of life.
And like you, because you said you went to school. Like, he went to school.
He went to school. He went to ULB. He went to University to play football. University of Las Vegas.
Oh, the Running Rebels. You went
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why everybody, man.
So you saying you got nothing but good things to say about Suge, at least for most part.
Yes, even when he did things bad, it hurt me. Didn't know what that feeling was until today because, like I said, in life you evolve. You read more, you watch things more, and you get an understanding of life. And I feel bad that he's in a prison doing 20 years, probably dying there, right? When I know his life could have been on a yacht somewhere, really doing good for the community, really showing people love and changing those kids in Los Angeles, California, who need a Suge Knight, who needs a Nipsey Hussle. See, those opportunities, when you get people like that, you could change the world.
Yes, you can.
You understand what I'm saying?
At one point, they said that Death Row was the most powerful company in America at that time.
Yes.
And it was from that moment on, I just felt like something was going to go down. I did never think that he would put himself in that position for it to actually happen.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even see the, like, to tell you the truth.
Power. See how
I never met Tupac, right?
Yeah.
But I never seen even that evolving into something? Because us on the East Coast, when Pac was blaming Biggie, we knew that Biggie didn't have nothing to do with it.
We know that.
We knew that. You know that. You from Jersey.
And without even saying it, I'm going to put people up on game.
Yep.
Listen to the album Machiavelli. Track 13. Tupac tells the whole story on what happened the night that he got shot. Machiavelli album.
Oh, the night he got shot in New York.
In New York.
Okay.
He tells, because that's how it all started. That's how it all started. So without me saying names, listen to that track.
Right.
And you'll see what he says.
Because I'm definitely going to listen to that. But let me ask you, because you're the one only qualified to ask this. Like, NWA was something that we didn't see. We was from the East Coast. At the time, I forget, I was like, I believe we were wearing African beads.
Right.
And we had no idea what S-curls was, Converse sneakers, Dickies, and all this. This blew by storm. So
it's before social, before the internet.
Before social media.
It takes
like,
time.
Put it like this. I always say this, and Ian laughs at me. Because we didn't have videos, well, we had videos, but we didn't have access to it. When I first heard Straight Outta Compton, I thought it was a jail. I was like, I don't never want to go to that jail. Because I thought it was out there here in Rikers Island. And it wasn't until, like, I was a kid. I wasn't traveling then.
Right.
But how was it seeing the impact of NWA? And not only seeing the impact, maybe it's a two-part question, because not only seeing the impact, but you were there. And were you knowing that you was a part of history, being around?
I think about that all the time.
Like, did you know?
I don't think none of us knew where this was going.
Yeah.
You know, I always took advantage of opportunities. That's what I was saying about businessman.
Right.
If I had an agent manager, I'd have never met NWA. I did that on my own. And you got
to explain.
Yeah, I did it on my own, because what happened, I was already doing my thing. And a guy named, what's his name? I can't believe my name is, what's the guy that manages Floyd Mayweather?
Al Heyman?
Al Heyman.
God damn it.
Al Heyman in the 80s was a concert promoter for Budweiser Superfest. And Bobby Brown just left New Edition. And me and Bobby Brown is tight. Like, if you talk to New Edition, I was their opening act as well.
You ever been lying with Bobby?
Yeah. Listen, I don't do drugs. But I was New Edition's opening act, and I was Belle Biv DeVoe opening act too. We go way back to when they was used to record for MCA, and they used to stay at the hotel on Franklin Avenue. That's how far we go back. So Bobby Brown leaves New Edition. Al Heyman calls me and says, TK, look, I got great news. Listen. 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, Bobby Brown just left New Edition. I'm going to put this concert together.
It was his prerogative.
He said, it's going to be, it's like I'm trying to sound like him. He said, it's going to be Bobby Brown, I'll Be Sure, Tina Marie, and this guy, he whines, but the women like him. Keith Sweat. That's what he said, right? And we want you to host. I said, yeah, I got it. Let's go. Boom. We do the concert. It's packed. And Bobby Brown does his thing. We're saying how you always stay on the side of the stage to watch the other acts. So intermission comes, and the DJ, this is where they had really turntables. He takes a cassette and puts in this system for the audience to hear.
A DAT or cassette?
No, cassette.
A cassette.
The
actual cassette, yeah.
Really?
This is way back. This is 1988, 89. And he puts it in and hits the song, and you hear Dr. say, tell me who you came to see, Easy. And the motherfucking crowd lost their mind. I'd never seen nothing like this. Lost their fucking mind. I'm standing next to Bobby Brown. I said, yo, who the fuck is that? And Bobby saw them in the audience. And
so NWA?
Yeah, so NWA.
Okay.
He said, yo, T, there they go right there. I walked up the stage like I was drawn to these niggas.
Right.
I walked up the stage, walked up to this brother, I said, yo, my name is T to the motherfucking K. That nigga looked at me and said, I'm easy motherfucking E.
I can see this whole shit.
That's what he said to me. I'm easy motherfucking E. And we hit it off right then. Right. We changed numbers.
Easy was my favorite.
He came to see me perform a week later at the Comedy Store. Now, it's crazy. Suge was there.
Yes.
NWA, they came to see me perform. And Eazy-E said, nigga, you the shit. Let's go.
Did you just say Suge came with NWA?
Suge was at the show.
That whole movement.
I know.
With them.
I know.
Suge was there. And Eazy-E said, nigga, let's go, and took off. And something that I never told the world. Do you know when I went on tour with NWA, I got banned? They thought I was worse than the motherfucking group. Because we was in Cincinnati. And
What the fuck was you saying?
This when hip-hop was taking off, and it was rules. So we get to Cincinnati, Ohio, and I come on stage, got the people rolling, and my crazy ass not understanding what they mean. I said, that's when the movie Mississippi Burning came out. And I said, how many people seen the movie Mississippi Burning?
Oh, shit.
And the crowd clapped. I said, all the white people stand up. They stood up. I said, all the black people stand up. And then I said, hang them motherfuckers. And nigga, I was banned on 3 motherfucking shows. But what was crazy that night, nigga, I was on the 11 o'clock news. Easy. I gotta find that tape.
We gonna find
Eazy-E, NWA, they all protected me with freedom of speech because they're saying that I should be allowed to say what I want to say. So to know that today that I got banned on tour with NWA, nigga, is
that's a badge of honor.
legendary.
Your own movie. I can't wait for your
Yeah,
own.
everybody, I hear that so much, yo.
Nah, I kid you not. Like, you know, we've been doing this for 7 years.
Yes.
And although I'm a fan of you, I still want to do my due diligence. So I
Yes,
go,
yeah.
I kid you not, I had so much fun Googling you. Like, I just had it was just so much fun. It was like your life is just a movie.
Yes,
It's
yes.
already a movie. It's already, and so let me go back to something, because do you think you managing yourself gives you an advantage, or is that something that, you know, you wish you might have indulged?
That's a good question, because that's something I've been contemplating the last few months, right? And I said to myself, do I want to make the next move? To make the next move, you're going to need an agent or somebody, a manager, because everything in life is about connections.
Right, go-betweens.
Yeah, especially in all the years that we've been in, people have built relationships. So it's possible I will let somebody manage me who understands what my terms and rules are, right? And what I mean by that is all the shit I built to this day, you can't have. Now, whatever you bring to the table, you can get your percentage.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving away I'm not giving away a motherfucking thing just to say I'm with an agency or I'm with you just to because I ain't got time for that shit. But in my 60s, like in this business, sometimes you consider that's too late. So what I've always wanted to do is stand on, and you're saying what I want to do with this, the reason why I don't consider myself a true stand account, because I'm not goofy, right? I'm not the kind of guy who tells jokes amongst his friends. I'm quiet, I'm laid back, because I came up with hustlers. You know, my OGs was hustlers. We move a certain way. I don't play certain games. Like I don't even think I could do a roast. Because I think if motherfuckers start talking about me at the table now, I'm going to the gun, get the gun. And I'm coming back and I'm blasting him. I don't play that shit.
You cannot tell me you can't take a joke. You cannot say
No,
that.
like, nigga, what the fuck you say, nigga? Like, I don't do that type of shit.
That's
Like,
funny shit.
yeah, but I'm just being honest. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna roast me. No. Because again, what's instilled in me is respect.
I seen you at a comedy show and the dude was missing a tooth and you was like, yo, you disrespectful.
Right. Now, here's the crazy thing. People think I talk about people with a tooth missing. Watch where I'm going now. I talk about a tooth missing. But see, if your tooth is missing, here's the flip side to what I'm doing. Because everything I do in my stand-up is about psychology. Either I'm gonna intimidate you or inspire you.
Yes.
Either you're gonna walk out mad because your tooth is missing, or you're gonna like, you know what, he right, I need to get my tooth fixed.
Or it could go a horrible other way.
Yeah. Or I'm gonna get my tooth fixed, and that's what we want. We want to inspire me. Even though I gotta laugh, I gotta hurt your feelings.
Yes,
nigga. You got to get your tooth fixed, nigga. What the fuck?
It's like your favorite uncle that's always offended you. You go to his house, but he's always offended you with something real.
Right.
You cannot go to your uncle's house. You still gotta go, and that's what it is. Everyone needs a little bit of chastising,
right?
And you do it in a respectful way, and they laugh at themselves.
They laugh at it, and because I want them to win. Right. Because what kind of bitch you with that'll be fucking you, and you smile, and your tooth is missing? Or your girl, you see your girl got a tooth missing.
definitely
But
cheating
every
on you,
time
bro.
you looking at her and she smile, you turn away because you don't want to. You don't want to look her dead in her face because you don't want to say nothing. So when she smile, you don't look at her smile with her. You turn to act like you don't see the tooth. I can't look at a woman and your motherfucking tooth missing. You know, like I tell people all the time, like if you come to my show and you got tooth missing, I say you should have told your bitch, nigga. Look, we love TK. But babe, I'm gonna get your tooth fixed. We'll catch that nigga the next time he come through. Yeah, I'll do that shit in a minute,
Okay.
yo.
And let's talk about everyone's favorite. Who raised you?
Who raised you?
Who raised you? Because
it's a classic. I didn't know it was gonna be. I didn't know when I came up with Who Raised You, it was gonna be that. Because let me tell you how it happened.
Okay.
I date some fine women.
God damn, make some noise for me.
Yeah, you hear me? And shout out to the women. And I was dating this young lady, and she was getting on my nerves to the point I said, I gotta meet your parents. Because I wanted to know who the fuck sent you into the world unprepared. Like, bitch, you so gorgeous that your father or mom didn't give you rules of life? So I'm like, who raised you? So I was serious. I'm serious in the motherfucker. Because there's a lot of gorgeous women out here who don't know shit.
Right.
They don't know nothing. And that's why us young men, when you meet a woman, whether you want to be with her or not, give her a game to survive to be with the nigga she is really gonna be with. See, it take a certain type of play to say some shit. See, because most of the men ain't gonna really kick it with the girl they with. You gonna fuck, you gonna have a good time, you gonna go to movies, have a slice of pizza, or might go to Prime 112, right? But what you do is, you see her, you're like, you know what, I know I ain't gonna be with her really, but let me give her knowledge because the next nigga she fuck with might be a lame nigga. And she can get that nigga game on how to survive. So that nigga's impressed. Like, yo, I thank you for changing my life. Because a woman, a nigga...
The dude come back with to her,
right,
to you.
exactly.
And said, thank you for changing my life.
Right, exactly. Because here's the thing. I get women to this day who thank me for changing their lives years ago. And this is real. You know, I've had sex with women right before they husbands or boyfriends got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Like
good luck, Chuck.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, they'll get with their guy and be faithful to him. But while the nigga was in jail, I was fucking her. I was giving her game. Nigga, that's why you got a nice house, you got a car.
You were preparing her?
Because I'm teaching the bitch how to hustle, you know? And I don't mean street shit. I'm talking about go get an education. Do your squats every morning. You know what I'm saying? Do your sit-ups and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do your sit-ups, take care of your hair, take care of your skin. Because women think they can come to bed looking any kind of way. A woman got to always have her ass shower when she in a relationship. Because you never know a nigga want to eat your pussy. You never know when a nigga want to fuck you real good. And you always want to, you know, because what I tell you, you always want to give a woman a PDD. You know what a PDD is? A proper dick down. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if a woman is off a moment, nigga, a bitch will lose 3-5 strokes that night. You know what I'm saying? And I think all women should get their strokes. Like, your stroke game is cold when a bitch is attractive and she smell good. If your girl laying in bed and she got a little odor, you know, like, bitch, you ain't showered?
You
know, yeah, you ain't gonna fuck her.
You gonna live.
But if she got the little short booty shorts on and shit, she's smelling good, nigga. You know, you might be tired, but you go to sleep, right? And you wake up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and you fucking real good. You know what I'm saying? And see, to be a real G, as you get older and a girl works, every man, y'all listen to me. If your girl work at 7, you should get her at 5 and eat her pussy every morning. We should go to work. Make her come, but don't give her no dick. And she'll say, you don't want none? And just wipe your mouth and say, no, that's for you. Get ready for work.
Okay.
That's player shit.
That's for you.
You know what I'm saying? That's player shit. And or wash you down, a hot towel.
You like his hot towels. I'm a
hot nigga. Fuck a girl real good to a point her legs are shaking.
You got a whole thing with hot towels right next to the bed.
No. You have, see, I'm gonna put y'all up on game. Not only do you have a hot towel to put on a woman's pussy after you fuck her, you have a towel warmer. See, you niggas don't know about towel warmer.
That's what I'm saying.
You see the
That's
niggas look. You have a towel warmer, and you put it between her legs. Watch this. You put it between her legs to go from the navel to the back of her motherfucking spine, and you turn put it on the side and put it in the fetal position, and you take a blanket and put it right on shoulder, how your mother used to put you to sleep back in the day, and kiss her right on her forehead and tell her good night, and go in the room and watch ESPN. Until you to the motherfucking cat.
I'll be honest.
Look at the niggas writing, nigga. TK.
I read somewhere that they said TK said he's fucked 10,000.
Yes, I was exaggerating.
Okay.
Yeah, I was exaggerating. Yeah, I was. Let's just say I had a beautiful run in life.
That's beating Will Chamberlain numbers.
Yeah,
right?
no, he was at 20,000.
Oh, he was at 20,000.
Yeah, he was at 20,000. Yeah, and when I think, and I would never, when I think about that, would put all that wear and tear on my hip muscles. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, that's
not enough hot towels for that.
And it's just not that. I put in work when I make love. It ain't a game to me. Right. See, some guys fuck because the pussy's there. Mentally, I gotta be prepared because I believe, I'm giving y'all some game. See, I believe in sapiosexual. See, sapiosexual is the turn on of the mind. Are you mentally stimulated by a woman? See, as you get older, yeah, you see the titties and the ass. That's good. Yeah. But can you connect like Wi-Fi? Is the connection between your mind? Your mind, as we get older, is about, can I connect with your mind? Because you don't want to just put your dick in anything. Because my dick getting cold. And, you know, some people like talk about it and brag. But I'm an AARP member. Niggas that know to know. I mean, think about it. I ain't on no blood pressure medicine, nigga. My dick's still working. You feel me? I'm happy. I'm here with the drink champs. Like, nigga. You see, man, life is beautiful, yo.
Y'all AARP niggas be bragging. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. Everybody out the AARP members are all cocky. All y'all got a little cocky.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I get $8 off IHOP.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And see, and as you get older, believe it or not, everything is about discount and points.
It's true.
Oh, that's you ain't got to be older to know that.
That's the game.
I'm points.
Nigga, when you shopping and you getting points, nigga. Mm-hmm. But see, the points I have you think is really something, right? You know, I go to Walgreens and I wear glasses. You know, I got to wear readers. You know, I can see. You know, I got to wear readers. I don't have to see far away, but I have to read. Right. And over years, I have bought thousands of them. You know, because I put them in different places in the houses. One day I go to Walgreens and I'm putting in my number, because the lady said, put your number, because you got the number to get the point. Yeah. And she said, oh my God, sir, you got 950,000 points. I said, what? She said, sir, can you believe that? You got 950,000 points. Would you like to use that towards your purchase? I said, hell, motherfucker, yeah. Run now. I said, wait, how much is 950,000 points? That bitch said $1.17.
I didn't know Walgreens had a point system.
Yeah, they got a point system.
I was hanging off top. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know Walgreens had a point system.
Yeah, they got a point system. They sure do.
I live by United. I live by United point system.
Yeah,
American Airlines. I'm American Airlines. I'm Marriott Bonvoy.
Yep.
And now Hilton Honors.
Yes. I'm with you all the way. And when you get to Ambassador Elite.
Yes. I'm that.
You up there too?
I'm elite.
Oh, okay, you coming? It's coming.
Yeah.
You know they send a car to the airport to get you.
Damn, I ain't get that far.
When you become ambassador, nigga, they send a car.
Oh, and Marriott Bonvoy, I was an ambassador for 1 year and then that was it. But I ain't get that benefit
every year.
I'm up there, dog. That's a check out 4 p.m.
Yes.
You know, you can get a big suite, but then they upgrade you to the presidential suite.
Yes.
Oh, nigga, for good prices.
Yes.
Nigga, what? Normally you can stay at a hotel 2 or 3 days. Once you a Marriott Bomb boy, niggas, 8 days at least.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can show you right now. I got 1,000,000 points in Marriott, and I got
that's
1,000,000
awesome, yo.
in Hilton Honors.
And so you can stay at hotel. So I saw you in Puerto Rico on the balcony.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm half Puerto Rican.
But I saw you on the ocean over the balcony. I said that's the way to do it. Yeah, I like that, yo. I said yeah.
That makes a noise for me.
Yeah, right. I said he out there doing his thing. And that's the thing we want to stress to the young kids too.
Yeah.
Getting passports.
Travel.
Yes.
And travel.
Big up my son not seen. He just got his passport. My son in the car.
Yeah.
My son got their passport. I want to bring him out with me.
And because here's the thing, when people always say, I can't wait for you to come to my city. I've been starting to tell people, why don't you travel to come see me?
Right.
Stop waiting for me to come to see you. Come see me.
Yeah, that's real.
Because I'm all over the world. I may not make it to your city.
Right.
Come see me. And that'll get people to get their mindset. Because when you read a lot, 90% of the population ain't been on a plane. That's
I never heard that.
Haven't left their city, haven't left their state, haven't left their country.
I've never heard of that. That's statistics?
Yeah, statistics. 90% have not been on a plane.
Damn.
That's insane, yo.
Sonny, you better be glad you met me, because you was in that percentage before you met me and EFN. I can guarantee you was in that.
He did make it down from Boston to Miami, so he...
Yeah, he drove.
So we want to push passports. We got.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they got a backlog in passports now, so if you're really trying to go somewhere,
No, not
you
Miami.
can't go.
Miami got the hook up for everything.
Oh yeah, but legally, you can't get your passport right away. It take like 3 months compared to years ago. You can get like 6 weeks or something. But
years ago, you could make a mock ticket and go to the
I've done a lot of shit years ago.
That's true.
Smoking cigarettes in planes.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. The world's changed a lot, right? It changed a lot.
Was you ever on a plane smoking a cigarette?
No.
You
But I remember them days.
I remember those days.
Pan Am.
Remember Pan Am? Remember when everybody got food?
And the food was good.
The food was good.
I used to stay at the Pan Am Hotel. I used to be like, why?
They had a hotel?
In Queens. Remember what you used to say in Queens?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they sure did.
I just said,
Yo,
Capone came over to see me.
But
what's your problem, man?
But what being on Park Avenue, when you're driving down Park Avenue, you see the Pan Am building.
Yeah.
Remember that shit back in the day?
Nigga,
that shit was awesome.
Look at the youngest. They looking at us like, who the fuck is Pan Am?
Hey, Pan Am was that
Pan Am was
and TWA.
Yeah, TWA.
Until it got hijacked. And then nobody wanted to
And
go
what
there.
about Northwestern?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, remember Northwestern Airlines?
Yeah.
Oh man, back in the day, yo.
And I flew on Hooters airline once. I ain't not gonna lie.
Hooters had an airline?
Hooters had an airline.
I didn't know Hooters had an airline.
Yeah, Hooters.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Lying.
Swear to God.
Hooters?
Hooters had that. I think they still do. Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is, but if it's a Hooters airline, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was on Hooters. Hey. Okay, so what are we talking about?
Some a lot of shit.
Man, that's the Pan Am got me fucked up still.
Y'all got QuickTime?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you sent it?
Yeah,
Go.
I sent. You ready to start it off?
We didn't play this last time TK was here.
Okay.
No, and we didn't play it with Chuck D neither, right?
No, we didn't get it. Man, we need to have Chuck
Is the
D.
Chuck D interview up?
Nah,
It's coming out
it's
this week.
Yeah.
Okay, I would love.
But
Can't wait to see
we
that.
needed part 2 of that because we had 2 episodes that day and
Yeah.
we had to kind of rush it.
Okay, yeah. Chuck D.
And Chuck D deserves the whole day.
He deserved the whole day.
Public
yo.
Enemy
A week.
with him.
Shit.
Yeah.
And Marlon too, because I feel like
Marlon was
rushed.
amazing. And he rushed it too.
Yeah,
Who, Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had Chuck D and Marlon
Isn't he
right back to back.
phenomenal?
Oh my God, we laughed so much.
He's
with Marlon.
he's a nice young man. I remember he was a baby.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself the gangster of comedy?
No, I stay away from anything that has a negative beginning.
Because that was a lot of things that kept popping up too.
Yeah, gangster comedy.
They was labeling you. That's not what you label yourself.
That was me in the 90s.
Okay.
Another comic has that now. I'm not going to show other people love.
Okay.
And the King, and not that I'm hating, this is all about me. And then
That's love.
the other thing is the King of Underground, another comic has that as well. Both of those titles was mine.
Okay.
What I realized in life, don't nobody give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about titles.
Titles, awards,
just show
none of that.
right. Just show up to my shows. I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna give you the knowledge. We're gonna have a good time. Take pictures with you, and everybody go on about their business. As far as titles and all that, remember what I said at the beginning. A life is about evolving. I have evolved in life as a great person. I love who I am as a man.
But you think that's the maturity that got you there, or experiences?
Experiences.
But it has to be coupled with maturity.
Yeah, because if you ain't been through nothing, you can't teach nobody nothing. Right? So it's very important that you go through things, you know, and to hope to live long enough that these kids and other people you can share your knowledge with. Because what's also amazing that the kids need to understand, when you see an elder person, you gotta really respect them. Like they don't want to listen. And I tell people, older people are your GPS. That was GPS before modern day GPS. They are here to guide you. Even if they fucked up their life, guess what? It's not because they're successful. They fucked up their life because of choices, and they're gonna share with you how they fucked up, so you don't be in the same shoes that they're in.
I always take advice from crackheads. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Whatever
Except the part where they give you the crack.
Of course not. But everything else, when I see
because
somebody that's in the streets that's fucked up, that says something that has knowledge, for some reason, I listen to them.
Yes.
I might, you know what I mean? But it's like, all right, cool, I'll listen to them.
Because again, it was a choice that they made, right?
Yep.
Everything we do come down to choices,
Right.
yo. And that's why you got to think 2, 3 times.
And any of us are a split second away from that same choice.
Absolutely.
We could have all made that choice.
Yes.
That was one of the smartest things Kanye West ever said on the show. He said that he visited a jail, and he said that he saw everyone in the jail was RZA's wrong version of RZA. Like a wrong version of Young Thug. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
You think about it, like all of us was one bad decision, one Newport away from, you know what I mean?
And that's why you got to be so thankful. Like I have the craziest dreams of like robbery, being in trouble all the time. So I'm reminded almost every day how blessed that I am in this life. And I like to have the dreams. 'Cause I remember one time I thought about hurting somebody really, really bad.
Damn.
And I had this vision of me in jail already.
Oh, wow.
And when I came into the cell, I was already in there. And I turned around.
Oh, you was already in the cell?
Yeah, this is my vision. And I turned around and said, yo, why are you in here? And I said, because a bitch lied to me. And I turned back around and looked out the window. And I turned back around and said, yo, you gave up your life because a bitch lied to you?
Wow.
My point that I'm making, we all get lied to is only words. Wow. And we shouldn't take it so seriously that we want to give up our fucking freedom.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's so important because we get upset about, oh, this bitch lied to me. I'm like, nigga, you hurt. See, what people don't understand, and a friend used to tell me this in Vegas, no matter how tough you think you are, no matter how violent you want to be to someone, they got a place for you. They will lock your ass the fuck up and they ain't playing.
Right.
And we all know it's easy to get in, hard to get the fuck out, dog. Because when you get locked for some reason, they find other shit.
Right.
Real talk.
Maybe in another state. Now you got to be transported.
Right.
Or the shit you do inside.
Oh, the shit you do inside.
To survive.
Yes.
And, okay, so this game is called Quick Time with Slime.
Okay.
We're going to give you an either-or choice. You could be politically correct and say both. If you be politically correct and say both, then you'll take a shot.
Okay.
But if you
single?
know,
Okay, I'm gonna holler at you.
I love the confidence. Yeah, as you know, we have no females around, so we had to put females addition.
Yeah.
So you know everyone is.
We're just smart.
Yes. Okay. Richard Pryor or Paul Mooney?
Ooh, both.
Take a shot, nigga.
Hold on.
Salute.
Take a shot. Damn, y'all had your shot ready? Oh, that's right. Jamie hooked you up. My bad.
Yeah, she asked you if you wanted the thing on top of your thing.
What the fuck was that? It was delicious.
Yeah, that's owned by a black man. It's De Leon. De Leon, baby. De Leon, baby.
Good.
Okay. Ooh, this is another hard one. Tupac or DMX?
Both, nigga.
Damn. Do you got stories for both?
Here's the thing. I got 2 stories with Tupac and a story with DMX.
We need them both.
Okay, damn. Take your shot first.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We would like to hear it.
Love Tupac, and Tupac, before he really blew up, we used to do shows at Jack the Rapper in Atlanta.
I remember Jack
Before he
the
blew
Rapper.
up Digital Underground days or right after Digital Underground?
After Digital Underground. And I remember it was me, him, we was hanging out. What's crazy, and I'll go back to that. When Biggie Smalls died, I was with Biggie the day he died.
Rest in peace.
When Tupac died, I was with Tupac the day he died as well.
We're going to be careful how we hang out with you.
Yeah. So that was just during the day we was hanging out. So Tupac is the reason how I got the name T to the motherfucking K.
What?
Because we was at Jack the Rapper and he's like, yo, what's
A to the
up?
motherfucking K?
Yeah. He's like, T to the motherfucking K. That's how T to the motherfucking K started. On the Rough Rider tour, two situations with the Rough Riders.
With DMX now.
Yeah, with DMX. We had just did a concert, I think, in Kentucky. We all getting on the bus and we driving, and I love DMX. DMX saw these fine women in the car. And he told the bus driver to stop. DMX jumped out the bus, got in the car with the women, and drove 3 blocks, hit another car, and got arrested.
Sounds like DMX.
But he couldn't drive.
Yeah.
So then when he got out the next day, I said, nigga, what the fuck was you doing? You can't drive. The other thing about DMX and the Rough Riders...
He's a race car driver, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other thing about DMX and the Rough Riders, they showed me mad love, and I'm going to share this with the world. Cash Money Millionaires, Rough Riders, got to Boston on that tour.
You was hosting that tour.
I was hosting that tour.
That was
with Made Men.
Historic, yeah.
And I didn't know there was beef going on.
Oh, because Boston Made Men.
Yeah, I didn't know what was popping.
Let's take it there, go ahead.
We get backstage, and a fight break out. And I'm standing in the middle. I'm actually in the middle. They respect me so much. Do you know these niggas fighting around me? I'm
like some West Side Story shit.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But let me tell you a story. No disrespect to the niggas in Boston.
Yes.
Them niggas from the Rough Riders can fight, nigga. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Them niggas brought the motherfucking heat. I was in the middle. They sent niggas to the hospital. Yeah. They was
There's
not.
A lot of knives, a lot of knives,
yeah,
I heard.
Them motherfucking Rough Riders was not like I seen it. But the love that they showed, they was stabbing niggas around
me,
nigga.
And not one scratch on you.
Like I was right there in the middle. The only thing I hate about that fucking tour is that they banned us again in 4 other cities. Damn. Because we was on our way to Miami. And this when Juvenile had backed that ass up. Do you know we never got to do back that ass up in Miami? And I was already famous before Cash Money. Right. But it was getting ready to, nigga, I was looking forward to hosting that bitch. Oh my God.
Let's take a shot.
In Miami, nigga. Salute to Miami.
That was a great fucking story.
Yeah.
And he picked, I don't know who he picked. He picked DMX. He said both.
I said both.
And we drank it. Both.
Yeah, you can't go against this. That's crazy.
Ooh, this is a good one. In Living Color or Mad TV? Nah, In Living Color.
In Living Color, for sure.
Yeah, that was not good at all.
Yeah, Living Color. Yeah, for sure.
It looked good on paper, but once I read it, it didn't sound good.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
Okay, this is a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You want to take this one?
Next 2.
Okay.
Okay. You taking it?
Oh, no.
I got it.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence?
Eddie Murphy, nigga. Hands
no
down.
more beef with the Murphys.
No. The thing about Eddie Murphy, no matter what the kids think who they star is today.
Yeah.
See, I was there.
Yeah.
I hung with these niggas. Eddie Murphy is one of the most phenomenal superstars that ever was on this motherfucking planet, because it wasn't just stand-up. He had showmanship.
Everything, yeah.
He had class. He had this aura about him that was just phenomenal. And that's why I'm glad to say today that me and that nigga born on the same day and year.
But listen, no, I'll tell you, and Kevin Hart is my man, right?
Right.
And a lot of times we have this debate, like, because everyone said there could only be black, or like one black comic, and I always hate that rumor.
Yes.
But I always debate the impact of like the Kevin Hart's or whatever. One thing I say about Eddie Murphy is when Eddie Murphy movie came out, people got dressed as if it was an event. To go to
if they were going to a live show.
That was the era.
It was like I remember seeing people go to like an Eddie Murphy movie and them thinking they're being filmed.
But that's the way we dressed back in the day.
Yes.
Even when we went to the airport, we had suit jackets and pants on. We would never rock sneakers and a hoodie the way people dress. And there's nothing against what this is going on, because I dress in hoodies now too. But back in the day, we really overdid it. That shit was crazy. To be on the plane that many hours with a wrinkle ass shirt and a tie.
You got the next one?
Like you going to church on the plane. Nigga, that's horrible.
All right. Red Fox or Bill Cosby?
Both.
Okay. I love the fact he ain't fighting it. Let's go. Salute.
Yeah, both. Because both of them are phenomenal.
And this one, I heard you talk about both of these. So I'm very curious. Snowfall or BMF?
Snowfall. All motherfucking.
I haven't watched it yet,
I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I always thought about you and Ice-T. It's like Ice-T was like from the West Coast.
Yes.
That kind of like East Coast adapted him.
That's so
and
true.
you're
That is true,
the
right?
opposite. You're from
And
Jersey,
shout out to Ice-T.
And the West Coast fully adapts you.
And what's so great about when you forget things, but be on the show and getting my flowers and sharing with the world my journey is I used to tour Ice-T as well.
Ice-T's such a
And let me explain to you what's so cool. It was him, his guys, his wife, back in the day. Do you know Ice-T and his wife used to help me write jokes on the bus?
Was that Darlene?
Darlene.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they.
I like how everybody know her name.
Yeah,
I can't remember
Darlene and all. I'm talking about we were super like a family.
Wow.
Like it was that close. And even when Ice-T met his wife,
The other one.
Coco.
Coco. We was on the train together, and me and Ice-T was talking, and I love sharing this with her. He said that he got married her because that woman understood him.
Right.
He said, TK, I married her because she understood my life. She understood how I was moving. Because, me and Ice-T is, to this day, very close. We don't see each other as much, but it's like them cousins that you love, but you don't see that much.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
Me and him, Ice-T is my man for life. Shout out to one of the only, not the only, the one of the most flyest ass niggas in the game, because that nigga swag was so cold.
Yeah.
And what I like about him, even when he had a little situation with his wife with the other nigga in Vegas, he handled it such like a G.
Yeah, class.
Yeah, right. It was no fighting, no divorce. The nigga, I'm gonna tell you how I think I went. The nigga macked her so motherfucking cold that she fell in line. And that's what I want to talk about with men. That's why your vocabulary got to be a certain way.
Right.
The way you move
You
in
didn't show
life.
emotion
The way you
public.
move in life got to be a certain way. That when a woman, you talk to a woman and she understand how you moving, she'll respect you. If you have problems with a woman, that means your leadership is fucked up, and a bitch don't respect you. So start checking yourself and your character first as a man. And then you'll get somebody who will respect and honor what you say. And that's all I'm going to say on that one.
Right.
Shout out to motherfucking Ice-T.
Yeah.
From T to the motherfucking
Yes.
But hold up, before we go on, talking about Snowfall, were you around any of that when Freeway Ricky was around?
The thing about all that, without incriminating myself.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, the thing about...
And we had Freeway on here.
All of them knew me.
All the drug dealers hired you.
Listen to me. In the 80s, I had the streets on lock.
Yeah. That was all that was drug dealer money in the 80s,
I had the... When I say
That must
I
have
had,
been a time.
When I say I had the streets on lock, if you was a hustler, if you was a bad bitch fucking with a hustler, everybody fucked with T to the motherfucking K.
Yeah, T to the motherfucking
You know what I'm
K.
saying? Everybody fucked with T to the motherfucking K. Yeah, we had, and I had all the clubs. I had like 6 comedians doing the clubs now. I had 6. I had the Palace. I had the Golden Tail. I had Birdland West. Of just a few others that I just can't remember off the top of my head. But every comic, when they was coming up, and they'll tell you, had to come through TK Kirkland, Martin Lawrence, D.L. Hughley, Joe Torres, God bless the Ricky Harris who passed away a few years ago, A.J. Johnson. I had every motherfucking club in L.A.
Pick up A.J. Johnson.
Yeah, shout out to A.J.
Queen Latifah or MC Light?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I love both of them.
Take
I
a
like
shot.
MC Light. I love
Your shot.
I love MC Light and I love Queen.
Solid. Solid. Okay.
This Mama Juana getting to me.
Okay, I wasn't ready. Okay.
Got it?
You got it?
Robin Harris or Bernie Mac?
Oh, nigga, Robin Harris, nigga. Oh, motherfucker, Dave Robin Harris.
Go to the next one?
Damon Wayans or Marlon Wayans?
Oh, Damon Wayans, dog, for sure.
I saw Damon live not too long ago out here.
Nigga,
Killed it.
Damon, he's hilarious. His
killed
jokes
it.
are so fucking hilarious. They're clever.
Yeah. And it was like slow paced, but it was perfect.
Yeah, like his you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
It's like that drink. Like, am I fucked up?
Nah, he was hilarious.
Yeah,
and he had the city on point too. Like, the comedians do stand up, they try to do jokes for the city. Like his shit was on point.
Right.
Yeah, he's phenomenal, yo. He's phenomenal.
Coming to America or Harlem Nights?
Coming to America. Yeah,
Part
no
one,
doubt.
obviously, right?
Huh?
Part 1, obviously, right?
Yeah, part 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, part 1. Yeah, one of the coldest scenes in there is when the father came out the limo and the women was throwing roses on the motherfucking nigga. You see that shit?
They
That
got
was
his own money.
Yeah, he got his own. Yeah, blowing the roses down, nigga.
Yeah, that's
What?
cold. That's cold. Naughty by Nature or Laws of the Underground?
Naughty by Nature.
Shout out to both.
OPP.
Shout out to both.
Yeah, shout out to both though.
All right, this one, I don't know.
Okay.
This might be a little controversy for you.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart? I love your honesty.
I'll say both.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I
I'll
love
say
your
both.
honesty.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I'll
love
say
your
both.
honesty.
Yeah, yeah.
Salute.
Because what's so great about comedy compared to when I started, everybody now has developed their own lane.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough for everybody,
Right.
you
Yes.
know? And if you don't like a certain comedian, don't go see that comedian. If you like that comedian, you go see that comedian.
Let me ask you a personal question. You, don't have, you can answer this whichever way
Okay.
you want. Has there ever been somebody that people consider that's very, very funny and they call you to ghostwrite them jokes?
No, never.
Okay, but if that was to happen, right? Let's just say, give you an example. This is totally off. This is just, I'm just making it up. This first name that comes to my head. Mike Epps, right? Let's say Mike Epps is doing a special, and Mike Epps says, you know what? I want to brush up. I'm going with TK. Does that make you still respect this comedian because he needs help? He needs help?
Yeah, you still respect them.
Okay, you still respect
Yeah,
him?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, because in hip hop, if I was to get a rhyme ghost wrote, to the people who purchased the War Report, it's threw it away.
Yes.
But then in R&B, if I'm an R&B act, I can get Babyface to come in, help me write a rhyme, help me produce, and no one looks at me like that. So is it like that for comedians?
No, and again, that's kids sitting at the table with grown folks.
Okay.
And let me explain to you why.
Yes, please.
When we was growing up, when Will Smith was doing what he was doing, they would say, oh, he was a sellout. He's not doing...
Oh, you talking about his music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Because he was really going a whole nother direction.
Right.
But in actuality, he did the play. What Will Smith did was the lick.
Right.
Because the lick was to get paid and become a fucking star.
The Hollywood guy.
You understand what I'm saying?
And Will is a little ill because Will, if you look at his writers, when he was doing some of these writers was Nas.
Right.
That was on, like Nas
wrote
Summertime?
for Will.
Yeah. He wrote the Miami. He wrote the Miami joint.
Jiggy with it.
And the Miami joint. What's the Miami joint?
The Miami joint, yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. I didn't know that till not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yo, Nas?
Yes. Like, one of them.
So that makes it even more genius.
That's what makes it more genius, yes. But
Because I'm going to pay my peers, and then we all going to bring it down to where I need to go.
And that's what I was trying.
Let me just tell you something. On the flip side,
Wow.
I wasn't at those sessions at all. But I went to a session with Kobe Bryant, and I automatically wrote 3 rhymes because I said, obviously, Kobe's not going to write his shit.
Right.
He refused to take my rhyme. Kobe was like, no, I'm going to rhyme with you.
Right,
I said,
right.
Kobe, you might not.
But he's intelligent. That nigga intelligent.
Yeah, but my bad. But so in the comedy world, let me get back to the question. In the comedy world, if a person gets help with their material, is that
No, they nobody think about that.
Nobody thinking about that? Okay.
And I think there's, because you use an example of, like, for example, in hip hop or in music in general, producers are always co-writing with even with the rappers too.
But the thing about it with comedy, the reason why comedy and rap to me is that's his story. So how can I help him with his story?
But bouncing ideas, I don't think is the same as ghostwriting.
See, and the great thing about what I've done with comedy is I brought hip hop and comedy together.
Yeah.
See, no other comedian can say they brought hip hop and comedy together.
Right.
Because no one has opened up for so many rap artists and R&B. R&B is cool, but hip hop, I got it on lock.
Yeah.
Got it on lock.
And the fact is,
and it's a harder crowd.
That's my
to make
point.
laugh.
Thank you.
Oh,
and I used to have. Give me an example. I got a deal on the table today. I'm opening up for Drew Hill. Now the reason why I'm bringing that up is because even when they started, I was their opening act back in the day. See, that's how many motherfuckers I opened up for. You know, that's what I'm sitting back like I said, sitting here just thinking, like you don't really take heed to what you accomplished. Yeah. Nigga, T to the mother.
T to the mother. Okay. Ooh, okay. Eazy-E or Nipsey Hussle?
Ooh,
That's a tough
nigga.
one.
But that's a slam dunk. Easy-E, nigga.
Yeah, because without Eazy-E, there wouldn't be no...
Yeah,
Right. And rest in
Easy-E
peace to
all
both.
day. God
Rest
bless
in peace to
Easy-E.
both.
Yes, but to both.
Okay, I like this one. My producers try to get freaky with this.
Okay.
Monique or Tiffany Haddish?
Monique for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Monique for sure.
You answered that pretty fast.
Yeah,
Why-
because
why?
based on experience.
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Tiffany is a great actress, and she fits right into what the world is today in stand-up comedy. Is internet comedy, etc.
Right.
But not on the level as a stand-up as Monique.
Okay.
See, Monique came up with the big dog.
Right.
Yeah, she was a queen of comedy.
Yeah, Monique came up with the T to the motherfuckers, the Bernie Macs. She came up with all of us. You know what I'm saying? So that era of us when we came up, that was one of the greatest.
Pioneering.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest stand-up comedy eras ever.
No, I agree. Jim Carrey or Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
Want the next one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Robin was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's just sad that he was depressed all the fucking time.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
When I
my
heard Anthony
feelings.
Bourdain was depressed, I was like,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah, see, if I'd have met them niggas, I said, nigga, just go jog, nigga.
It's like,
Work the fuck out. People don't want to go work out.
Yeah.
Go. I guarantee you,
It's true.
if you go run 5 miles on the treadmill, nigga, every time you feel bad, you gonna go to sleep. You ain't gonna think about killing your motherfucker self.
Nah, you're
I
right.
guarantee it.
no, you're right. I agree with that.
Redman or Beanie Siegel?
Who raised these people who wrote these questions?
Nigga, that's really a phenomenal thing, but Benny Siegel.
Oh, you're not going Jersey? Okay.
And let me tell you why, yo.
Okay, I like this.
See, when Benny Siegel was on Rock,
Yeah.
see, Damon Dash and them had a philosophy. They was never going to let no one outsell Jay-Z. Benny, you heard? Have you listened to Benny Siegel shit?
Of course.
Benny Siegel shit is motherfucking fire. But they will only push this shit so much and sold a certain amount of records before they pulled back. But motherfucking Benny Siegel could have been a whole type of superstar.
That was a
if they'd have
movement
kept putting the
behind
money
it, yeah.
behind him, because, nigga, when you hear him on the same tracks of Jay-Z, that nigga was going toe to motherfucking toe, dog.
Yeah, Beanie.
For real, Benny Siegel was, oh, nigga, what?
And Redman too is phenomenal.
Yeah, no, Redman, no, and that's my man. Redman's cool too. When he did the shit with Mary J. Blige.
No, that's Method Man.
Okay, that's Method Man, yeah. Yeah, definitely Benny Siegel. No shout out to Redman. I love you, Red, but I'm sorry.
Okay, Eddie Griffin or Tracy Morgan?
Both.
Okay, let's take a shot.
Yeah, both.
Salud.
Dale.
Both great too.
Chichi, get the
We need them both on here too as well. New Jersey Drive or Juice?
New Jersey Drive, because I'm in it.
Let's go. God damn it. We like that. We like that.
No doubt.
You're in New Jersey Drive?
I'm in New Jersey Drive.
Oh, I gotta
dog.
watch it again. I
Did you
love
see
that
the-
movie.
did you see the
Yeah,
pictures
I'm
at
the
the
guy.
end?
I love that movie.
I'm the guy playing cards.
And the soundtrack is phenomenal
The
for that
soundtrack
movie.
is phenomenal. Yeah,
Did you see
I'm
the
in
pictures at the end of
Drive.
Quick Time Slam with him and
Yeah, I saw
We're
it.
gonna show
I
it
saw
to you
it.
right now. We got
Okay.
pictures of you and NWA.
But real quick, shout out to Juice also, because you seen the DJ Drama promos for his album that he's recreating the Juice scenes. Where he has Queen Latifah in it.
yeah.
He has some of the original actors.
I went to jail for shooting people at the Juice, so
Well, come on, guy. You had to ruin a good thing.
he's not hollering at me.
You're not in the movie.
I'm real life in the movie.
I love you guys.
I went to jail for real. It's choices like TK.
Yeah, choices.
I wasn't making the right choice. I was into the motherfucking jail
You know,
at that
and now
time.
you here right now.
But ain't that beautiful? I mean, look how we living, dog.
Yeah.
You got to go to sleep giggling a little
Well,
bit.
that's right.
The night you go to sleep, go.
That's right.
You ever
When you go to
see
sleep tonight,
Instagram?
just
He
laugh.
feels himself giggling
Right,
at
like,
night.
you know, just start giggling. They go, I'm winning at this.
I'm gonna skip a couple of ones, but you could go back to this because this is
There's some good ones there too. You skipping?
Patrice O'Neal or Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
You know what's crazy about that?
And rest in peace to Patrice.
Rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, because he was good, but I had a hand in Mike Epps' career.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mike
that's
Epps,
like the only person I can see come close to you when it comes to like just straight up like making
Patrice?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 'cause-
I get compared to him all the time.
Yeah, he was like that.
Yeah, he was like...
Like serious funny?
serious,
Yeah, serious
but
funny.
super funny.
Yeah.
And it's
But
like-
he had a serious delivery.
Yeah, he had serious
his
delivery.
funny.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Patrice. Yeah, good kid, but I'm always going to go with my own.
I like that.
And we need Mike Epps back. He's alumni, but we need him back.
Yeah. So shout out to Mike.
You want to take the next
Yeah,
two?
let's go. George Carlin or Rodney Dangerfield?
George Carlin.
George Carlin was ill.
Yeah, he was ill.
Sure, he was big rock.
Yeah, he had a message.
Yeah.
He was breaking down politics.
Yeah,
and
he
still being
killed
funny.
it.
Yeah.
Still, it's right now social media is taking all his
politics
shit.
and politics and religion.
Yeah.
I think like Bill Moore took a lot of his stuff for his own show. Yeah,
it's
George
possible,
Carlin.
but you got to remember, we've been on this earth so long that it's really impossible to say something new.
Right. Absolutely.
You feel me? It's really impossible to say something new. That's why I tell women, a girl will say, "Oh, I heard that before." Well, bitch, unless they come up with a new language, you gonna hear a lot of the same shit. The difference is who's gonna deliver and what they say.
Right.
See, that's what I always tell a female. See, when you date a man, ask him what his intentions are, because that's a game changer. See, there's like a politician. When they get out to vote, they tell you what they want to do for you. Well, when a man meets a woman, he got to tell her what he wants to do for her.
God damn it.
This is a whole nother story. Keep going.
Does that Chris Tucker or Chris Rock?
Both.
Okay.
Dale que tú puedes.
Yeah.
Thank God I ain't
Although
driving.
I miss Chris Tucker back on the stage, I feel like there was something that like kind of like happened.
Chris Tucker, I'll tell you, see, me and Chris Tucker is great friends as well, too. And with Chris Tucker, who I love dearly, Chris was managing himself. Even though it worked for him to get the $30 million to do Rush Hour.
Yeah.
I see now that he's back on track trying to do what he should have been doing a long time ago. Because Chris Tucker, to me, could have been the richest stand-up comedian ever.
Let me ask you
But
something.
what was it? He didn't want to be typecasted? Sorry.
I think he didn't want to curse
or
no
was
more.
it religious? It was
And
religious,
then
right?
Yeah.
Unless we're in the room, we don't really know.
Right, that's what I'm
but
saying.
From
We
the
were
outside,
speculating.
yeah. But from the outside looking in, something happened that changed him, and he did what he thought was best for him. We don't know what happened in his personal life, but something happened.
Can I speculate with you? Because it just seems like, right? It seemed like Friday was the movie that kind of like set
Took
it
him off.
right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And then it
100%.
seemed like he just turned his back on the franchise, and it didn't feel like at the time he was turning his back on maybe Ice Cube or
No, it was the-
Lionsgate
that's where the
or the
typecasting
franchise. When it
rumor
felt
came
like
from.
he was turning his back on us. It was like, yo, look, we blew, and now I just want to do Jackie Chan movies in Korea. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's what
That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like for most outsiders looking in, who always see these, these quote unquote actors who get to this certain level, and then they kind of forget, like where they came.
Here's the thing about life, right? We want people to do what we think is right for them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, people do what's right for them.
Yeah, you're not in their shoes.
And and we're not in their shoes. And yes, we want him. It'd have been phenomenal if he'd have did a Fridays too. Phenomenal.
But then it might not be up like Epps.
He took the words right out of my mouth.
Because we're looking at them for what we want them to do for us.
Exactly.
But
we taking the
for
person.
them, we don't know.
Just like I say to people, believe it or not, if Tupac wouldn't have passed away, there would be no DMX and there would never been no 50 Cent.
There'd be a lot of people might have been different careers.
Yes. It'd have been totally different.
Okay.
Same with Big.
Yes.
Meek Mill or 2 Chainz?
Meek Mill for sure.
Okay.
And shout out to me, 2 Chainz. I love him too, but Meek Mill's for sure.
Yeah, fucked up with this one because that was in my notes.
This one, right?
This is in my notes.
Okay.
That's Bill Burr?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking Bill Moore. Okay, Bill Burr or Louis C.K.?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Burr, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
He said Bill Maher. That's what fucked up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm fucking you because I keep saying the wrong
I ain't drinking no more.
But let me ask you.
We only got 17 more questions.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's it. This is the last question after this.
Okay.
But look, let me ask you. So I just recently, after Chris Rock, this shit, it resurfaces of Louis C.K., I believe it's Jerry Seinfeld, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, that's just a little crazy, bro.
Ricky Gervais, and it's Chris Rock.
No, there's somebody else there.
Louis C.K.
No, Seinfeld's there.
I said Seinfeld.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, I hear you.
It's my favorite one. So
He stayed out of it.
No. He not only stayed out of it, he said you shouldn't even say that.
Right.
He said you guys shouldn't even say that. So at some point, Louis C.K. just, he thought he had the N word pass. Did you see this footage? And Louis C.K. is sitting there with Chris Rock and Ricky Gervais, Jerry Seinfeld, and Louis C.K. says, "Hey, you guys don't use the nigga word in y'all sketch, but me and Chris Rock do." And then they laugh, and then Jerry Seinfeld kind of feels so weird and awkward. He makes it his point to say, "I can't say that, and I don't think you should say that." He says it to Louis C.K., but then Louis C.K. says to Chris Rock, and you could tell they had a rapport. And he said, "Oh, yeah, Chris knows because Chris knows I'm a nigga." And here's this white man on national TV. I think this is NBC or something like that. He's he not only said it once, he like tripled down on it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a nigga. I don't use it, but I use it like, I say nigga." And then you can see Seinfeld like literally his face saying, Like Seinfeld is sitting there like, this is not gonna. And he corrects Louis C.K.
Right.
So the reason why this footage came back out because that was people critiquing Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
What they were saying is, why was Seinfeld the guy to check the white man for using the N-word? Why wasn't it Chris Rock?
I see what you're saying.
It was like, because I could see at certain point where, because sometimes, like me as a half Latino,
Latinos, yeah,
Latinos sometimes use the N-word more than the brothers.
Yes.
Right. Here
Like
in
the other
Miami,
day, where's my friend Twin? My friend Twin, he's Dominican. He jumped out the car. He said nigga 3,000 times.
Right.
He didn't even give me a 5 yet.
Listen, we grew up
He didn't
Latinos.
even give
We
me a
grew up,
5
we're
yet.
all together.
He
We're all
was like,
Mm.
nigga, the bridge is up, nigga. I said, you got to stop.
Nah, it's
Right.
Right? And it's not of him even offending me. It's just like, yo, I get how you're using it.
But let me give you knowledge about the word nigger. See, the nigger is really meaning king.
right. Yeah.
Out of Africa.
No, I know that.
And
part.
the Western civilization changed it to make it seem like it's powerful.
Right.
Because they thought they was really doing some slick shit. And this is the reason why I tell people understand the history and read and watch documentaries. So when you hear the white man saying nigga and make it say, they can't say it now because the world has changed.
Right.
But know your history, knowing that nigga, it used to be spelled Negus. It meant
Right.
king.
Yeah, I was
And they changed it to Nigga. But let people know, I'm going to say, what's up, nigga? When you know the knowledge of the word. Because I'm always going to say, what's up, my nigga? Because one thing about blacks, we put a spin on life.
Right.
We'll turn anything negative into positive. And that's the ability that we have as a black race. Because now the word nigga, unless you're in the white community, is disrespectful.
Right.
But nigga in the hood, when you get me here, Bowser, you ain't seen your friend in over 20 years, or it's tax season, and you thought that nigga was dead, and you're like, nigga.
That's not how Louis C.K. used it.
I know.
I want you to see this footage.
And there's a white man saying it.
I know how this internet is, and I'm not going to let you get fried.
Yeah.
So, because
No, I broke it down. I mean, what you're saying is absolutely right, but I didn't.
Because he didn't use it that way. He used it where he used it.
He thought he was comfortable with it.
He was comfortable. He was cool enough.
There's a rule in life.
Yes.
No white man or woman gets a pass.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Bottom motherfucking line. There's rules to this game of life.
Yeah.
Like when we get locked up, no matter how you was rolling the street, there's rules in prison.
Right.
You understand that?
Yep.
There's rules. When you got a job, the boss has rules. When you in your house, you set rules for your children on how they have to go in life. White people can do whatever they want in their apartment. You can say niggas, but when you're in the presence of an African-American man or woman, you have to show respect. Because even when we talk about racism, see, racism will never be fixed.
No.
Right.
The word in life is that we have to respect each other more. And if we respect each other, we'll get along.
Right.
I ain't got to like you.
Right.
But I'll respect you.
Right.
And if you respect each other,
there's no problem.
you win, bro.
Right, there's no problem.
Because let me just say something. It was crazy because with the Louis C.K. thing is he was trying to be controversial. Like I kind of understood.
Some comedians do that.
He was trying to push the envelope in a joke.
Yeah, some comedians
and then
do that.
what happened is after his fucking dick pic shit came out, where him, you know, remember he got caught jerking off on his assistant.
Because I think when that happened, he was at his height. Of his career.
What the fuck y'all laughing like I'm making this up? He got caught jerking off on his assistant. He was like the first Harvey Weinstein. And none of y'all get Twitter?
Yeah.
Nobody?
Again, choices.
So he jerked off on his assistant.
Yes.
And then,
I don't know if he jerked off on them, but
I forgot. He did something. He did something where it was really Harvey Weinstein. And then he got canceled for that. And then this came back up.
Right.
But what I'm saying is as a comedian, if you're using a word for shock value, that's never that word should never get a pass.
Yes.
Even if you're using it just to for the crowd to be like, oh.
Yeah. Now I say nigga in my show.
Right.
I say bitch in my show. I say hoe. But believe it or not, I won't curse off stage. When I come off stage, I don't curse at all. I never curse around my children. I don't use profanity at all once I get on stage. When I get on stage, you about to get it.
Why is that?
Because I always tell people the Lord sent me here to deliver a message.
In the language that needs to be
and I have to talk this shit to get my point across. So I teach about people having an LLC and an EIN.
Right.
I teach about having a business and something to leave your children before you leave this planet. I teach about a man being a stronger man to himself first before he has a woman. I teach men to have a home before they want to marry a woman.
25,000 in your account unless you can't fuck.
Right. Now, most men think the 25,000 they think I meant give to the female.
No.
But I tell men the 25,000 is for you.
Yes.
Because your choice in women are different when you got a little bit of money in your pocket. You move through life differently when you're successful. I still tell guys sometimes you'll pull women because she's an easy grab. And I always tell guys too that you think you're in love. Like all the guys in here think they really love the woman that they with. But unless you make her an asset, she ain't an asset. Because I tell people all the time, look at your girl and ask her for $10,000. I tell her, so you know why you ain't looking at her? Because you know she ain't got it. So my point is, if I can't use you, you're useless.
He been dissing y'all niggas bitches all night. I'm just going out. I'm just going.
So
coming at somebody all night.
So if I can't get not that, and here's the thing: if you listen to what I'm saying, you think I need the money. No, I just want a woman to have her shit together.
Wow.
Because what I said earlier, it ain't how well you live, it's how well you die.
Right.
See, people think your kids gonna take care of them when they get older, but you gotta understand what guardianship does to you when you get older. They take your property, they take things from you. You know, you probably wasn't good to your children. And now your kids take in, now you're in the back room with a blanket over your thigh, hoping somebody change your diapers and shit every 2 or 3 hours as you get older. I talk about health because I don't want people to be sick one day because you didn't take care of your body. You understand? And then you don't have insurance to take care of yourself. So now you're really in a fucked up facility for the rest of your life. Or I teach people about having life insurance, burial insurance. I teach people about LLC. Legacy trust. I teach about legacy. I do all this in my stand-up. I got you laughing and thinking at the same time, but I'm dropping game. And like I said, what I say, I'm either going to interrogate you or inspire you.
And
Which one will you choose?
Both ain't that wrong.
Yeah.
Both.
Which one will you choose?
The last question for Quick Time Islam, and then we're going to get back into the interview. Everyone thinks these questions are trick questions, and me and Finn say that this is the only one that's not a trick question. Loyalty or respect?
Damn.
I always say both. So I'm gonna take my last shot.
Gotta both. Gotta be both, yo.
I always say both.
Yeah, both for sure. Both for sure. Yeah.
Salute, because
respect and loyalty. Shit. What?
You know what? I can apply it to you. I remember from when we first interviewed for the first time. And me just, like I said, researching your history and just seeing damn, how legendary that is. It's just the respect for you automatically makes me loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? It automatically says, damn, all right, cool. And to me, that's not a trick question. I believe they both have to coexist.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, but see, Nuri, when we first met, before we started doing Drink Champ, whenever we saw each other.
Yes, I said that to my friend. I said, it's always been enjoyable.
The respect. Yeah, the respect.
I'm sorry.
The respect is phenomenal.
I love the out of you,
the
bro.
respect is phenomenal. And I, believe it or not, guys, I'm really shocked when motherfuckers know me. I thought I was really floating under the radar through this shit. And when I'm in London and different parts of the world, I got my daughter with me, and people walking up on my daughter looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Because what she always says is, they call me housewife. Because I always have a robe on in the house. I'm always cooking and cleaning. Because one of the greatest moments to me, being at this age and even being here with you guys, is being in my backyard, sipping on some coffee with a leaf blower and blowing the motherfucking leaves around, nigga.
The simple life, man. The
early
simple
in the morning. And I got some beautiful possessions. The bottle y'all gave me from years ago. Got some nice shit at the house.
Now you got this to add.
Yeah, got that. I got nice whips, right? But you know what's the most important thing in my house is gonna fuck you up? My key holder in the garage. When I come in, I get out my car and I put the key on the key holder and it says keys. Nigga, it don't sound like much, but I swear to God, that little motherfucking thing is important to me. And that's how much I preach life. And I'm gonna share this with the world and I gotta go. See, once death starts happening in your life, when you start losing your mother, start losing your father, start losing your brothers, and you're here to see that, you look at life differently. You start appreciating the smallest things in life. If you turn your radio off, just to hear the tires on the highway makes you appreciate. If you're looking out the window and you see the leaves blowing, you appreciate the leaves blowing. You come to a point in life that you understand you're only here for a certain amount of time and that you really have to really appreciate things. So out of all the things in this world, from money to living a good life, the leaf blower, the key ring thing, for some reason, is the most important thing that I enjoy in my home. It just makes me smile. I don't know. I can't explain why. Yeah, I can't explain why.
A key holder.
And when you people and if you live long enough and the world changes when loved ones leave.
Right.
And we're all at that age now. If your mother hasn't died yet, your father hasn't died yet, your brother's, it's coming, right? And you have to learn to live with it, because what our parents have never taught us is how to live after they're gone. Some kids and some men and women get depressed and they lose it. And the thing about life is, understand that I always tell people that the universe is a team, right? You're playing for the universe. And if you do what you're supposed to do for 365 years, guess what? The universe extends your contract to be in this game of life.
Because all you got years or 365 days?
365 days.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. And you get to extend your life if you eat right, you do the right thing. Because what happens if you don't do right, sometimes it teaches you, it makes you injured. You might get a hurt knee or hip. So now you're in a wheelchair. You fucked up for a few months, right? And then they bring you back in the game. Because when the universe is tired of you and you have the ability to do something else, they get rid of you. And I'm gonna prove my point. When Whitney Houston was singing, the universe gave us so many chances on this life. And the universe was like, listen, you're not understanding the gift we gave you. So we're gonna take that back because we have to give it to somebody else. Michael Jackson took advantage of a situation. There's so many stories in life that people don't understand the gift that they have, and they destroy it, and they don't understand the power of this energy on this planet, which is, I'm not gonna say God, because some people don't believe in God, but I do understand energy. And when you meet certain people and the energy is just phenomenal, understand your energy, understand your choices, do the right thing with your life. Because this shit is off the motherfucking chain.
This is one of my favorite things in American history. and I'm not talking black people history, I'm not talking comedian history, I'm not talking about hip hop history.
Yes.
Was a young lady, you was on tour, and a young lady accused you of rape.
Yes. Yes.
And you not only said, I didn't rape, but you actually sent her to jail.
Yeah, she's in prison.
For lying.
Yes, for lying.
She did 2 years.
Yeah.
I thought that was the greatest shit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, when you look at these people like, you know, DMX's and the Tupacs, and what these people, they say these stories, and you know, we want to protect the woman, but then there's certain women who lie.
Yes, yes.
And in your situation, she out front lied.
Absolutely.
They had, whatever she said you did, they actually had the footage proving that she did not.
Yeah, she has claimed one thing.
Okay, yeah, tell us what happened.
Out of town, the detectives called me, and they say, no, the manager of the club called me and said, TK, the cops was looking for you. I got right back on the plane.
And you went back
and went right back.
That doesn't sound like a guilty man to me.
Yeah, and the thing about my reputation, everybody knows that I love treating women well.
Right.
I'll buy you a car, get you diamonds.
So you order Tercels?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a motherfucker.
I'll upgrade your watch game. Like, I'm from the 80s. That's how we move. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric Von Zip. You know what I'm saying? That's how we
Von
move.
Zip, respect,
and to hear that, I take, like I said, all your choices.
So the detectives call you.
Yeah,
they say,
and I come back and we sit down and talk, and I tell the gentleman, and the cop already knew I wasn't lying.
Right.
You know, you sit here and talk to me, you tell everything I say.
Right.
They pick up on it. You know, I said, nah, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. He said, what happened? I said, listen, I fucked her, we had a good time, and the next day I was with another bitch, and she saw the girl rubbing my shoulder, and it was, I'm not gonna say it was wrong, that's how I live my life. Right. I fucked her, we had a good time, and I had another girl with me the next day. And that girl got mad because she saw me with that woman. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna sugarcoat. Like, when I date a woman, it's great things going on. I'm either gonna upgrade you, get your house, buy you a car. I might even get you, put some money in your account for the nigga you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, you gotta be a real G to be what I do. If I really like you enough,
right,
I'll buy your nigga something.
I ain't never heard that.
No, let me explain to you why. Because I find it disrespectful that I'm digging your bitch down and you don't get a few things.
That's collateral damage.
That's disrespectful.
We've had pimps on here.
That's disrespectful.
Collateral profit.
That's disrespectful. I wasn't raised like that. You know, and that's why I try to tell men. And even when you go out and you talk to a woman for a few minutes, buy her a drink. You know why? Because that's for a time. And you walk away. You say, hey, babe, you want a drink? You know what I'm saying? Buy her a drink and walk away. You know? Niggas want to sit there and babysit the drink and the bitch. Nigga, nah, nigga. Buy her, talk to her for a few minutes, buy her a drink, and walk away and say, that was for your time and may your pain be champagne. May your pain be champagne.
I got the one last question. This is very, very famous story. As soon as it be hit, by the way, best year of my life, 1998, one of my favorite years of my life. Right. This famous story of TK Kirkland going to the Diamond District
True story.
With Puff Daddy credit card.
No. It was Puffy's credit card, but I didn't have his card.
You didn't have his card?
The number back then.
So here's how the hustle went back in the day. Okay. You didn't have to have a person's credit card.
No, you just had the number.
You can have their number. But because my game was so cold, watch where I'm going.
I love this.
I never had Puffy's credit card.
Okay.
It was a woman who had his information. All these years, because of how I move, I never told on the female.
This bitch.
No. Because she gave me game. She told me how to move. But it was a female.
She had Puffy.
Yeah, it was a female that did it. Again, with the Puffy situation, again with the Eddie Murphy situation, what people don't know is that I also did the same thing to Suge Knight.
You took Suge Knight credit card too?
No, I took Suge Knight, but Suge was moving something and I intercepted it with my crew. and Suge was like, and I was wearing masks way before y'all was wearing masks. And
that went over a lot of people's head.
And Suge called me like 3 in the morning and said, yo, TK, look, nigga, that shit you did tonight, that was my shit. I said, nigga, that shit sold. And that nigga said, nigga, if you ain't at death row by 9 o'clock the next day, we gonna have a problem, TK. I was at that motherfucker like 6:30 in the morning. But see, Suge knew I was a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, see, I already...
So back then, I got beef with Puffy.
I got shit with everybody. But crazy. I was the kid with the Wild Wild West nigga, and one of my niggas said it the best. He said, T to, every time he see me, he say, T to the motherfucking K. The best that ever did it and got away with it. That's my title. The best that ever did and got away with it. So even with Puff, you evolved in life. And if you listen to this Puff and
we
understand, the thing that I want him to know as a youngster, I was wrong to be involved in that type of situation, but as a man speaking today, I apologize.
That's real.
I'm really blessed. I'm successful. I'm doing my thing, and hopefully somewhere down the line we could shake hands and have an espresso and laugh at this shit, because anything is possible in life. You know, we're not best friends, but as men, as men, I take being a man very serious. As men, let's honor and respect each other. And if we have lived long enough,
that's true,
to apologize. So some people don't get a chance to apologize.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So I could sit here with all these young ladies and this beautiful young lady I want to take out later.
God damn it.
I could say that I apologize.
Salute. But how did you get caught?
Because again, you don't incriminate yourself.
Who told? Was it the jeweler?
No. What happened was I didn't understand the game, and I went over my head. I went over my head. But again, choices. It was a domino effect. See, because my cousins who worked for me at the time was federal agents out of Newark, New Jersey.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, see, I got cousins who federal agents who will pop your motherfucking ass. They retired now. And I had my cousin go pick up this so-called jewelry that I was doing. It doesn't tell you the effect it had on our family. So when he gets there, and I love him to death, shout out to Lawrence Case, I love my cousin. And they arrest him. So now I got aunts and uncles pissed the fuck off, because they like, what the fuck is going on? So now this is for social media. They got me pegged as the #1. You'd have thought I shot Clinton back in the 90s, because I'm on all the news and shit, right? So my mother doesn't go to go get her feet done for 6 weeks. She don't go to church for 6 weeks because my mother's embarrassed. My cousin and I don't speak for almost 10 years because of this, right? Wow. The thing about life, again, is that when the universe is looking out for you, because I've also done so much good in life, that you can cash what they call get out of jail card.
Get out of jail card.
See, I've done so well and put so many chips in that I was able to cash it in when it was time with the universe. Right. So even when I went to Rikers Island and stayed there for a minute and got out and wound up getting on
ID?
That
was a different case?
Same case.
Oh, same case?
They sent me to Rikers Island because I fought the case so cold. I hired an attorney, and then I was going to take a deal to do 6 years, and I rigged on the deal.
Wow.
And wound up getting another attorney, but then it all backfires, because I'm going to tell you how the universe works. So at the same time, when I was going through that, Puff was dating a girl named Jennifer Lopez.
We never heard of her.
Yeah. Watch this, dating Jennifer Lopez. And also Puff was hanging out with a young man, a rapper named Shine. They went out one night to a club. A shooting goes down.
Ooh. Yes.
And people go to jail. Now, the same prosecutors who was trying to arrest me comes to Rikers. So how fucked up they are. And say, listen, Puff got arrested. We want you to testify that you saw Puffy with the gun.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
True shit.
Wow.
So me being clever, I'm always 50 steps ahead. I said, get me out of here. I'll talk to you. So they bring me from Rikers Island to the Tombs. I'll come back to the Tombs, but all the security security people there, COs, is like, because they know me. And they see all the cops, they like, what the fuck is going on? Because you think it's a federal crime.
Right.
So now I'm in the black Lincoln going out the back of the tombs, and they taking me to the club.
Oh, NYC club, where the incident happened.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they're coaching me subliminally to show me how they saw Puff with the gun. And I'm sitting there, and while we're talking, I was like, can I have a Blimpie? You know?
You remember Blimpies? I just was bringing Blimpies the other day. I love Blimpie sandwiches.
So listen to me. I'm playing this. Nigga, ain't nobody. I'm putting a spin on
But
this.
that's also how the niggas that snitch, they get Blimpies in McDonald's.
Listen, so watch where I'm going. So I'm getting Blimpies. I'm sitting outside. They said, so Puff was here, but he's not saying that you saw Puff here. He's saying Puff's here. And I'm like, Puff was here and you was here. I said, and I was here. We did this for 3 days.
Whoa.
But I'm living. I'm eating pizzas and shit.
Scabarros?
Slices, nigga. I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying myself. They don't see it coming what I'm about to do.
I don't see what you about to do.
So right when they get ready to go to indict Puff, they come to me and my attorney says, TK, they want to know if you're going to cooperate with them and know that you saw Puff with the gun. And I was in the thing eating chips. And I said, nah, I'm good. So I'm good. Because what I had over my head wasn't because of Puffy. What I had over my head is what I did in Los Angeles, California a year before. I had a felony.
Right.
And in New York City, if you catch another felony within a year, less than a year, it's called predicate felon. Mandatory 5 to 6. My attorney was able to take that off the table. I wound up beating the case.
The Los Angeles case?
You know, I wound up, the case in LA got thrown out.
Okay.
But I wound up beating the case in New York because my attorney threw it out. And I wound up doing 5 years probation. So that worked out for me. Circle back around, me and my cousins is back to best friends again like we was back from day one, right? And what I'm trying to say, over time, things do heal, things do change. Right. And long as you keep your focus right and do the right thing, you can get back on, you can get right back on track and do what you're supposed to do. The thing with Puff, the thing with Charlie Murphy, the thing with all the crazy things I did in my life, it was to make me who I am today. Right. It was to make me sit here and talk to the world, talk to you guys, because I could sit here with my chest motherfucking out like a man and be confident because I'm healthy, I'm rich. Right. I'm like, I'm rich, nigga. You know, and what I mean by that is, see, I come from an era you don't flaunt your wealth.
Of course not.
Our rule in my era, you stay low key and flex occasionally. See? So I flex every now and then. I ain't gotta show you that I got a Bentley. I ain't gotta show you I got diamonds. I ain't gotta show you I'm on a private plane or a helicopter, you know? Because we move a certain way. Men, true men, move a certain way, you know? And we treat people respect. When I go out, buy people bottles of champagne when I'm at the club. I'll see a person, yo, send them a bottle, you know? That's respect. You know, and that's what I want every man in here who's listening, anybody, kids are listening, grow up to be respectful. And because when you walk into a room, that's the most powerful thing in the world. Right.
And that's, yo, man, thank you so much, man. I can't.
No, it's an honor because we getting older.
Before I get up out of here.
Listen, we getting older.
And I'm gonna do another shot. You don't gotta do another shot.
I'm gonna take a pee while you guys.
We're gonna wrap it up. Okay, all right.
No. You gotta come back and wrap it up, yo. That's your prostate.
Yes. You told him he ain't been in the doctor. You've been fucking him up. I'll take another full drink too. Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah.
No, but when I read, because I actually met females before that told me that they lied on men.
Yes.
And was like, yo, I didn't know what to do. My man caught me with him. And it was like, that was,
I'm making it deep. I know a lot of
So when
cops.
I heard what you did, I was like,
Yes. I had a friend in Chicago, because I hustled from the Bloods and the Crips to LA to GD in Chicago to my niggas in Jersey. And I played on both sides of the fence, so I just know cops because of being a comedian.
Right.
And a young man told me one year, he said, TK, women snitch on their husbands and boyfriends more than the niggas. Because they get, see, the cops wind up fucking the nigga that they arrest girl. The women is so foul that the women tell the cops the shit that the niggas be doing. Damn. And then the nigga think it's his boy.
Homies. Damn,
that did. It's a cold game, brother.
It's a cold game.
It's a cold motherfucking game.
I ain't even.
Yes, sir. It's a cold.
AARP. Relax. Yo, you got so hyped when you say AARP.
Yeah, it's a cold game, and that's why live right.
Live goddamn.
Listen
right.
to me, yo. I don't give a fuck if you broke.
No.
I don't care. Live right, man. Live right. Living right is a beautiful motherfucking thing, because when you don't live right, the thing that you fight for and you don't really understand how valuable it is peace of mind.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes. That's why I don't have your key thing.
Yes.
But I have this place on my balcony. I just go on the balcony.
Yes.
And I look over. I got two parts of my balcony.
Yes.
One part, I feel like I made it too much, so I don't want to go on that part of the balcony.
Understand.
Because it's like, damn, I don't want to work.
Right.
I got another part of my balcony with a city view, right? And I'm born and raised in New York City, so this is my peace of mind.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about it is, like, sometimes they'll be doing construction or something like that, and I could fall straight to sleep just listening to them doing construction. Because I'm like, I'm a city boy. Like, so I sit there, and some of my friends be laughing at me because they're like, how the fuck do you listen to construction and fall asleep? I'm like, that, you know,
understand.
Hearing the New York City like, I'm so used to that. So that's my peace of mind, is just sitting down.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I love it.
fam.
I stay home. I stay home. Like,
no. Not too many people understand.
Yes.
This will go over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, staying home is not overrated.
No, it's not overrated.
It's not.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's a luxury.
It's a beautiful
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
When's your special? July 4th?
How do you know that?
Because I'm connected.
No.
Why it's not out? It's not publicly out?
July 4th.
I didn't announce that shit yet.
Come on, July 4th. You, Jamie Foxx is director. Come on, what is the name of this? What is the name of this?
What?
Yes, July 4th. Let's get it. Where's it going to be filmed at? Atlanta?
No. The special is already done. T to the motherfucking T to the MFK.
Okay.
That drops July 4th.
Okay,
That's July 4th, not the Jamie Foxx one you're talking about.
The Jamie
That's a
Foxx
different
thing,
one.
me and Marcus Kane, that's going to be a movie and stand-up, because they want to do it the same way, like my life story type thing. And then we go into the stand-up. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Matter of fact, shout out to Baby and us
Money.
doing Baller Blocking too.
Yeah.
That's going. I'm looking forward to that. But the special is dropping on July 4th. Right now, you can get it too on my own network, TK.network. You know,
I love that so much.
That's
man.
dope.
Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I look at other people in your profession, and I think you're the only one doing that. I
Yes,
think
sir.
you're the only one. You know, it's a question that me and EFN always ask: is major or independent? And we didn't have that in Quick Time with Slime. But I want to ask you, what
I
would
mean, I
you
think it's
prefer,
obvious.
like, major or independent? If it came to, because right now, like, I see Marlon Wayans, he was the only person who kind of went to HBO Max, but everyone is like, it's like gun ho right now. It's like, all right, cool. If you're a comedian, supposed to have a special on Netflix. Is that something you're trying to go to?
That's what I would say. If your comedy IQ is not high, that's what you think you should do.
Oh, I like that.
See, you got to have a comedy IQ. Like great basketball players
Yes,
have
they have
IQ.
basketball IQs, yes.
Great football players
Yes.
have IQ.
Yep, yes.
What is your comedy IQ? Right? And my comedy IQ teaches me to get a residual check every 3 or 4 months.
Right.
See, a lot of people don't know I got a record label.
Right. Wow.
See, I don't talk about it. I get checks. Like I said, I stay low key and flex occasionally. And what people don't understand is catalogs in the comedy world. See, I get this from rocking with hip hop.
All right.
I took everything I met with Eazy, Jay-Z, Baby,
Some of the best
and created
teachers in
a
the world.
catalog.
Yes.
A lot of comics don't understand catalog. Everything I do is catalog. what Nas did with his song, put his daughter on the song. Well, my daughter is executive producer on all my specials.
Fire.
To get a check. You understand what I'm saying? When I leave this earth, my LLC goes to a trust. My money goes to the LLC, and when I pass the LLC, the money goes to the trust. Is what Rockefeller did.
Right.
See, Rockefeller created a trust that he didn't give people.
And which protects your assets.
Yes. When
you say Rockefeller, you talking about Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
Person,
yeah.
family.
Let's make sure we're clear.
Right. Yeah.
Before Jay-Z, people.
Yes.
There was a man named Rockefeller who was in the oil business, and he wasn't really in the oil business. He was doing something else, and he convinced the government that the oil that he was using was fossil fuel. And he paid millions and millions of dollars for the scientists to put up this documentation to make it seem like it was fossil fuel, and that's how it became oil that they felt like they needed to use oil, because oil was really used for the trains, for to keep it from getting rusty. And he tricked the world, and which worked out, to start using oil in people's houses. That's how Rockefeller got rich. So he put all his money into LLC, and when he died, it went into a trust. 9 generations later, everybody is motherfucking multi-rich. And that's why anybody that got a little change, never leave anybody the money. Because if a person didn't work for the money, they're going to run through. I've met people, women who've gotten $2 million because somebody died. Yep. You see them a year later, and they'll say, I said, what happened with your money? And they say, oh, I ran through, I had a good time. Because people don't respect money.
Working at Five Guys.
And what we got to do is teach people how to respect money, because in school, they teach you to raise your hand. They teach you to know the cities of the states and the oceans. And the thing that I teach people the most is knowing how to get an LLC and an EIN. I'm going to do it on here with tonight, and then I'm going.
Okay.
Next time you see me, you'll have $300,000 in your pocket. Right now, if you leave here tonight and you go to what I call Inc. file, INCFILE.com, and fill out that information, in 3 weeks, they'll send you a free LLC. Wow. Once you get that free LLC, what people don't know, I'm going to teach you how to get a free EIN. Now you take the information you got from IncFile.com, go to the IRS website, fill out that information, and put the information you got from IncFile.com into the IRS website. They send you a free EIN. This shit is right in front of us, and this is why we got to teach the world.
And EIN is like your social security,
right? Yes,
the business.
But now it gets deeper. Now you go to the bank and you put money into your account, $1,000, $500. Now what happens is the EIN number gets picked up by American Express. Now, American Express will send you an envelope in the mail, and it says exactly what it says. Your credit has granted you privilege. Now you put your corporation information in on American Express and fill it out. Right there on the phone, when you call in to get approved, you are approved. You got $200,000 to $500,000 platinum credit card. Less than 3 motherfucking weeks. No, 7 days. And they send a delivery to your door. Now, some of you guys, you're listening, you're going to take this money, you're going to go shopping. You're going to do some dumb shit. And
you're not going to be able to pay
but
that.
I gotta put people up on game, because I'm a hustler.
Okay.
It'll never fuck up your credit because it's your EIN number.
Right. And it's an LLC.
So it's not going to fuck up your credit. But when you get to be my age and all the shit that I've gone through to get this type of knowledge, I want you to respect and appreciate it, because, man, I've gone through a lot of shit.
Yes.
Listen to me. I've gone through a lot of shit. So I want people to win, and this is one of the ways I want to do as much as I can to give the knowledge to the world, because like we said earlier, everything is based on points and discounts. And if you don't have enough points, you can't get into the VIP section in heaven. And I need to be in the VIP section. I don't want to be 3 points short and they say, you almost made it. Have a seat on the cloud. Julie be here with you in 3 weeks.
Hold on.
Hey, but hold up. But really quick, you mentioned Marlon Wayans. Remember what he told us. He paid for the filming of his special.
Yeah, his special.
So he most likely licensed it.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years.
So he didn't just go to HBO. Like he actually was doing the independent route.
Yeah, I was doing that for the longest. I pay for my own stuff, and everything comes back to me.
What kind of watch is that? That looks beautiful.
You this nigga with this watch.
No, this is beautiful.
It's a beautiful watch.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Last time we were here, we were with T.I., right?
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest thing that we just found out, you know, T.I.'s manager passed away.
Yeah, Clay.
Clay.
Yes.
So, you know, I wanted
shout out to Clay.
I want everyone to give a moment of silence.
Yes.
For Clay. It almost feels appropriate, you know.
I agree.
T.I. as well. I apologize I haven't reached out yet, you know what I mean? Because I just know him and Lil Duval, you know, really good friends of mine.
Yes, great
They
friends.
were both managed by him, and it was like, because when I even heard that he was in the hospital, it's like you said, like us taking care of our health, he looks like one of those guys that was just healthy, just had this shit to the
But see, he had diabetes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Clay.
That's what he died of?
Yeah, Clay died of diabetes, and then he got a stroke. God bless. I hope people don't get offended. I don't know if that's, I shouldn't say that. But me and Clay talk, you know, and because he does a Sunday at what we call the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. And like I said to everybody here, from day one, I've always pushed health.
Health, you kept saying
and eating good. And what they don't tell you in this country is when they say pre-diabetic, they never really tell you it's really processed foods. And if you're drinking a lot of sodas, if you're drinking, eating a lot of cheese, you're gonna become a diabetic. And what the system does is, if you don't take yourself seriously, you end up becoming a diabetic. And if you don't keep work on it, you want to either getting a stroke or having problems with your health. And I want all of y'all, everybody's listening, and even to the show, I want one day for you to meet your grandchildren.
Really?
You understand what I'm saying? Because this journey of life, I swear to God, is one of the most amazing things that you can truly experience. Because we all winners, right? And this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know, when you beat all them 1,000 sperms to the egg to be born, sounds crazy, right? But you're a winner.
Yes, sir.
So you start out being a winner, you know? And people got to keep that mindset, you know, I'm a winner. And that's what people got to understand. Do not take you being here for granted because you started out winning. Keep that same mindset. Follow TK Kirkland. T to the motherfucking K.
He got one question, but hold on, that. But let me just ask you, as you being your own manager, you being like, it's always you who motivates you? Because like that's the one thing about having a team.
That's a great question.
You know, because the one thing about having a team is
that's so true.
If I don't wake up, I mean, not that if I don't wake up, but if I don't feel like being great today, I always could depend on one of my friends to be like, "Yo, can we take a walk? Can we go outside? Can we go to the gym?"
It's different from management. You're asking.
No. What I'm saying is
I understand what he's saying.
It's overall because he has to be his own motivation to wake up to go those 5 miles on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to also, after you get those 5 miles on the treadmill, take these phone calls.
Yes.
So how is that? Because it has to be difficult. I know you're holding it down.
Yes, it's hard.
But we all need help.
Yeah,
So
it's hard.
how is it dealing with that?
See, and again, people always ask me, TK, how do you do it? And I say it's in my DNA. But what I can honestly say, everything in my life prepared me to who I am.
Right.
And I'm going to say this. I used to be, I also ran track. I told you my career is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I was a great track star, and I had a great coach. And his name was Mr. Wilbur Jones.
Wilbur Jones.
And let me explain to you what Mr. Wilbur Jones instilled in his athletes. He used to always say to me, he said, Kirkland, that's what they called me in high school, Kirkland. He said...
Not Terrence.
Yeah, not Terrence.
Okay.
He said, anybody can run when they're not tired. It's can you run when you're tired?
Makes mad sense.
You understand? So 38 years, I've gotten tired, but I've had it's in my DNA, but I can run when I'm not tired.
Right.
And that's the difference, y'all.
Right.
Shout out to Mr. Wilbur Jones. He's still doing the thing.
Wilbur Jones.
Wilbur Jones.
Sonny, come on, AARP, let's go.
But he said a number. He said 200,000.
You trying to get that 300, huh?
Right away, but you know, can you use that? I don't know.
I'm listening.
Asking
Uh-huh.
to someone I feel like may don't want to be. Can, if they give you the credit business-wise, right? You take, say it's $100. Can you use 50 of it, or is it smart to use 50 of it towards buying
So here's the thing, and the people, I'm glad you asked that. No, it's a great question. Here's a great question. And you're African, right?
He's Haitian. He's Haitian.
Same thing. Y'all got same thing. Haitian, African, same thing. No. It's good. See, in his bloodline is fraud, right? No, his bloodline is no. They frauds. No, listen to me.
You said fraud. My bad.
No, I did say fraud.
He said fraud.
Yeah, I did say that.
He a Nigerian scammer.
Yeah, he a Nigerian. No disrespect. Listen to me. These are the facts. We're gonna deal with the fact. But the thing about the card, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You want to fuck it off, you can fuck it off. You want to take 50 buy proper, you could do that. The thing that American Express don't play is that you gotta pay that motherfucker on that date.
On the month.
It was a monthly charge.
It's not like other cards.
Yeah, it's not like other cards.
Right.
And it's a $600, if not more, fee. To have it. The great thing about having these cards, ladies and gentlemen, is that when your kids are 16, you could put them on. You have to give them the card, but you could put them on the card.
Build their credit.
And build their credit. But not with the corporation, but they'll also give you a personal card. So if you get the personal card with your social security number, now your kid's credit score goes up. So by the time they're 21 years old, they have good credit. The other thing that's important I teach people is with the life insurance, go get a GoFundMe insurance policy. A GoFundMe insurance policy, if you only put $40 in that motherfucker a month for 20 years, your grandbaby or your son or daughter walks away with $60,000 cash, tax-free. Now, here's the cold part about GoFundMe, whole life insurance. After your policy matures in 3 years, you become a bank.
Yeah.
Now, you don't really need an American Express card. Now you could take a loan on your insurance for $1 million, $2 million, $3 million and pay yourself back. The reason why the insurance companies can't teach us this, the rest of the world, is because the government holds them hostage because the government wants you to put your money in their account to only get 3% interest. But in the whole life insurance policy, you get 40% on the dollar. And that's why people got to have a whole life insurance policy. It's a cold hustle, yo. This is I teach this shit.
Fucking me up.
Yeah, it's a cold hustle. But you really, and I don't mean hustle in a bad way. I mean hustle if you read and know how. I'm not gonna say the white man, just people who fucking read and study how they do it because this information is right in fucking front of us that you can really change your life easy. Like everybody here watching social media got an opinion.
Right.
Do you know they got a thing called opinionsforcash.com?
No.
That you can send your opinion in and they pay you. Nigga, they pay you for your opinion. This shit is fucking insane.
You gotta relax. Oh, you do. You fill out that survey.
Yeah, you get an opinion. They pay you for your fucking opinion.
Yes.
Can you believe they got this type of shit?
I forgot you telling me that shit. I forgot.
They got this kind of shit.
What are they paying
They
for that
pay you
opinion?
a check. You get fucking from $200 to $800. Amazon got a hustle that if you got a car. Listen to what I'm telling you. Amazon, you could turn your car into a truck. You go out 4 hours a day. And by the end of the week, they pay you $4,000 to $5,000 cash.
Wow.
This shit is cold, brother. There's no reason.
No excuses
to be broke. A person should be motherfucking broke.
No
out
excuses.
here.
There's a lot, especially nowadays.
Man, it's cold out here, sir.
All right, this is the last one. This is it.
This is second to last.
This is it.
Third to the last, maybe.
I'm getting political. I'm so sorry.
Okay, cool.
A lot of us didn't like Trump because of Trump's racial view.
I'm listening.
But I had no broke friends when Trump was in office. Biden ain't looking out for none of my niggas.
Yes.
They right back to where they used to be.
Yes.
I went too far?
No. I'm rocking with you.
But I'm just saying, listen, I am not a political person.
Right.
I'm doing this from face value.
Understand.
I'm saying it the most simplistic way how I view politics.
Yes.
Right now, I don't care about Sleepy Joe.
Yes.
I don't like Sleepy Joe. Kamala's fucking not helping me out neither.
Yes.
I ain't seen her. They ain't been outside to me.
Yes.
I'm not bigging Trump up.
Okay.
Or who was his vice president?
Pence.
Yeah, I don't even remember him.
Who Trump dissed?
Yeah, I don't even remember
Trump
Pence.
damn near had him killed.
Yeah. Trump flipped it on everybody. Trump came in and said, fuck everybody, it's just me about me. Where do you stand on politics as far as these?
Well, I mean, this 2024 is going to happen. Trump is going to run again.
Well, let me put everybody up on game. Trump is one of the greatest manipulators of our time. Let me rock with you, so follow me where I'm going.
I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Donald Trump, who has great intentions, but the reason why I didn't really fuck with Donald Trump, because I'm a man of character. Mm-hmm. And if you are the president of the United States of America and you're still a liar, that bothers me. Mm-hmm. Because your character, what the fuck, nigga? You the fucking man and you still lying? But he's brilliant. Because even when he was president of the United States, see, he knew he wasn't shit. He strategically put people in place because he knew it would come back. Everything he did would bite him in the ass, from the Supreme Justice System.
He put buffers around
to the mail. Give me an example now. See, I'm going to explain to you how the election was rigged when Donald Trump was office. See, Donald Trump knew the election was rigged because it was rigged for him. Mm-hmm. Watch where I'm coming. Now, out of nowhere, the pandemic comes. Now, let's say the Russians, we're not for sure, let's say the Russians had a hand in it, because with the internet, you can do anything.
Right. Everybody had it.
Can I finish the story? Don't interrupt me, I'm talking.
Hey, drink chance.
I'm having a conversation.
Not just snoring. Look.
No, that's not a conversation.
Okay.
It's not a conversation.
You distracted me. Let me stay focused.
That's not a conversation.
Let me stay focused.
Let's have a conversation now.
Okay, hold on. So he knew it was rigged because he knew someone helped him. Let's just say the Russians.
Right.
So now when Donald Trump gets ready to run for re-election, he says that it was rigged because people don't pay attention. I want you to really listen to what I'm about to say. He hired the guy who handles the mail, postmaster, to put locks on the mailbox because at that time was one of the most critical crisis of our life. The pandemic happened.
It was mail-in ballots.
So people was doing mail-in ballots instead of going to the poll.
Right.
Let's say the Russians say, hey, Trump, if they do the mail-in ballots, there's nothing we could do. Because if they vote with the machines, we can manipulate that. But we can't manipulate mail-in ballots. And that's why he kept saying, we never heard nobody say, stop the fucking mailbox, lock the mailboxes up. Never heard of that.
Right.
But if you pay attention, put two and two together, he closed the mailboxes because he didn't want mail-in ballots to become a high number. So when he lost, he already knew it was rigged because he knew the Russians had something to do with him. But we have a world today that we're so split down the middle that we have uneducated with the educated. And if you ever read Donald Trump's book, he said that the Republicans are the most manipulated people on the planet.
He was a Democrat.
He was a Democrat.
Yeah, he's like, you can say anything to them and they'll believe it.
Yeah.
And it goes again with social media.
Yeah.
See, with social media, we have kids sitting at the table with grown people. And the kids today have been manipulated because the companies, the other countries, Japan, and the people who are behind TikTok, the people who are on social media, see, they think it's a game. See, depression went up in America 1,000% since 2007 because of social media. 1,000%. People talking about the person to kill and killing
suicide
themselves.
rates, right?
Right. So,
which is China with TikTok,
right? And with TikTok and social media, if you go to other parts of the world, they're teaching their kids about being engineers and being doctors and programmers. If you ask anybody over the country, they want to be a doctor. If you ask anybody in America what they want to become, a kid will say, I want to be an influencer.
Right. And there's an age limit in almost every country in the world.
Yes.
13 is the age limit to be on these social media platforms.
Because I read an article that Japan is not going to come attack us with guns and
China, not Japan. Japan's our ally, actually.
Yeah. They're not going to do that.
Right,
what they're doing is they're hitting us with the computers.
Right.
That's the war that we're having now.
Yeah.
Because they have damaged this country and it's gone over people's heads.
Divided us.
Yeah.
Everything.
And you think about the government. You go anywhere in the world, nobody talks about race until you get to America.
Right.
Because they keep us arguing with each other, black and white, who's the richest? Because they don't want you to understand what's really going on. Here, we should be a team. Like even the Republicans and the Democrats, it's so embarrassing to see them on the news, not the news, when they do the press conference every year.
The debate?
Not the debate. When the president comes on.
State of the Union?
They start booing each other, they start heckling each other like it's a comedy show.
One stands up.
They've been getting great.
One stands up for the Republicans, and the Republicans, and they sit down.
Yeah.
I truly feel they should get rid of Republicans and Democrats. Or
have more parties.
No. Get rid of all of it and have something that's one as a unit.
You can't do one.
No. You have to because...
Nah, that would become more social.
Let me explain to you why, though. And that's why I'm saying it's my opinion. You're interrupting me again. It's my opinion.
No, you ain't saying it's your opinion.
I said my opinion. I said it's my opinion. So what I'm saying to you, the reason why you have one, because when you have... That's why they have jury. If you get 12 people on the jury and one person fucks up, because it's hard to get 12 people to agree to anything.
Right.
When you got them type of people, it's going to be hard to agree to anything. In this world, it should be about taking care of the people. Everything that's happened to this world is not, it ain't like aliens came down and did it. We've done it to ourselves. You understand? And we really need to look out because our mindset is wrong. We'll send Ukraine 70, 80 billion, but we got homeless people.
No, that's fucked up.
We got and there's nothing against them. It's just that we need to do more for our people. Yeah. We got
our own problem.
The thing that happened in Mississippi, any major tragedy, all the money that we've given other countries, we can really fix our problem. Right. But they just don't want to see people in America win for some reason. I truly don't understand.
And they taking us on the brink of World War III.
Yeah,
that shit don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, I really don't understand. But listen, I could sit here and talk to y'all.
I can hear you talk all day. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I said that to my friends earlier. I was like, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta listen to TK.
The thing from you, Vlad. The TK Kirkland podcast, shout out to Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee,
our brother,
everybody.
Yes,
listen,
our family.
You guys are, and I say this to Vlad all the time, you guys are my David Lettermans, my Arsenio Halls, my shows I couldn't get on in the 90s. Because the world has changed so much that these opportunities have given me a platform that the world can really see who I am. And my Instagram shows it, my shows, they sell out, and to be seen all over the world because of shows like you. And
take that last shot. You got one last shot in you.
And I want to thank
Salud.
Drink Champs, the staff, all you guys. I'm glad everybody's still alive and still doing things.
I'm glad y'all still alive. Cheers.
Well, you family, let me just tell you something.
Yeah,
I think you've been around since the beginning. You are Drink Champs alumni.
I'm glad we're able to give you your flowers.
Yo, man, this right here is precious, yo.
And continue, because the thing about it is, we want to continue to support you. And we're glad, you always come, and come fuck with us. But if there's anything we could ever do to support you more, we're going to continue to do it. We love this special that's about to drop out. We want to continue to do it. And this is not your last time. Even when that special come out on July 4th, we want you to come back again.
Yes.
And we're going to sit here, guys, get you drunker, bro.
Yeah.
And try to get you and do whatever and give you your flowers again, because That's what our culture is lacking.
Yes.
When I'm listening to drill music and I'm listening to what the young people are listening to, that's what they promoting. They promoting death.
Yes,
we want to
they
promote
are.
life.
Yes,
we
they
want
are.
to promote fun, and we want to
legacy.
promote
And legacy.
Yes,
and,
yes.
and the thing about it is, I hate in this game where a person has 10 years and then people want to say that they washed up or whatever. Like over here, when you 10, 20, 30 years in this game, you are seasoned. You should be saluted. You should be respected.
Absolutely.
You should be, flowers thrown
Yes.
on your because I know how hard it is to wake up and just be relevant to a person on goddamn Twitter. Let alone in life where a person be like, yo, they want to come to your shows and come see you and come support. And the thing about it is, we have to continue to support each other.
No, it's moments like this.
You deserve every bit.
Thank you, sir.
That we showing because.
Thank you. That question you said earlier about how do I do it? Man, that's a great question because
it's hard, man.
I do have those moments.
You have to be your own hype man.
I got to be my own.
You got to be your own manager. You got to be your own.
That's so true. That's so true.
Your own. That is.
You know what that reminded me of right now? I think it was Marlon that said that he got up and he would go in the mirror. Was it Marlon that said that? That whole.
What,
that he goes in the mirror and he tells himself, hypes himself up, and it was him?
Yeah, that's too dramatic for me.
But let me tell you the difference.
Every individual, whatever they need,
whatever they got to do.
If you don't have a team of people really working on your behalf, if it's just you, I don't know what Marlon's team is like, but I'm just saying, like, I can't imagine what it is on your own.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, and what he's saying makes sense because most of the guys got a team.
Right.
When I see DL and all of them, DL got a team.
Yes, management.
When I see Mike Epps, they got a team.
Agents, yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
And all I can say is, nigga, I'm a fly ass motherfucking nigga.
And what's crazy is, I just want to big that up more. I want to big that up more because you got to realize if people with agents and people with management, if they don't want to come out, them agents is calling. He has to call himself.
I call myself.
I get
the deal.
Yo, he got to FaceTime his own self. Like, nigga, you got to get up.
When I say I get the deal,
yeah.
I get the deal, dog. Yeah. That's all I can say.
And it's beautiful. Like, cause before you get up at Jamie, you and Jamie Foxx, because you said, I love that about comedians. You know, when I see that Dave Chappelle produced Earthquakes, special, I sat back and I was like, damn, to me.
And we're going to have Earthquake on.
Yeah.
I love that dude.
But to me, that was like, I don't want to say Dave owed him that, because that's not what I'm trying to say. But that was like, that was something I wanted. Like, that was like, all right,
paying homage.
To pay homage. So when I hear Jamie Foxx is producing yours, I'm like, I'm not saying Jamie owes you, because I don't even know y'all history. Right. But what I'm saying is, to me, that is what's supposed to be happening in comedy. It's like,
that's what's supposed to be happening.
You the people that white people will look at it, and the people over there, and you know this is that guy.
And let me tell you the strategy.
Okay.
When I snatched up Mike Epps, G.L. Hughley, Godfrey, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock too?
Yeah, I had all of them.
Jesus Christ.
The list was so cold. Had Anthony Michael Hall, John Leguizamo, Sandra Bullock, DL.
Put on Puerto Ricans?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Those guys I brought to my team because my style of comedy was so raw. I needed them, like how Jamie Foxx, the white people like Jamie, they was my buffers to get me. So I had a strategy.
Wow.
Get them all the way in, because now when we get in, we can make the move. Because the move was really about the man who was sitting behind.
Get the tentacles out.
Exactly. So we put everybody in position. Now here I come. Now, the stage that I'm in my life now, do I want to be in front of the camera? I'll do baller blocking. But in actuality, I just want to, I might want to produce 3 movies that I know is a blockbuster. And that's pretty much it. I really, I'm not really a Hollywood kind of guy. Like, I'm not about Hollywood. I tell people that this entertainment world to me is, I tell people I'm a businessman. Comedy is my side hustle. That's how I move. I use comedy to put me in business. So I do a lot of things that has made me truly successful. It'll blow people away if they understood what I was sitting on. But again, we from the streets.
Yes.
We don't come from that. Like how people talk about their tax money now.
Right.
We never heard our parents. talk about
Never.
taxes. Never. Never have you ever heard your mother or father bring up their taxes. But they talk about that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, no, it's all over.
I didn't hear about taxes until I started dealing with taxes.
I be seeing a skinny guy always posted up with the fat girl.
Right.
I know it's tax season.
It don't make no sense. So the rules have changed in this world. You know, hopefully men like us and your show like us give the young kids a blueprint and a manual to go by. And gentlemen, listen. Again, I wish I could stay here all night because
no, it's okay.
Obviously I'm saying some shit that when you get people's attention when everybody's
just looking at you.
Attention.
Because
and I love that shit.
You know why? What you're teaching right now is financial literacy.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people, we think that we have to work for every single thing. We don't understand that there's ways.
There's loopholes.
There's loopholes.
Shout out to Earn Your Leisure.
Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. There's loopholes.
Exactly.
And that's what you're breaking down. And I think that's the reason why everyone is sitting here just looking, because they're like, they didn't expect that. They're thinking you're supposed to be just all comedy, and you're sitting here and you're actually schooling us.
Yes.
And that's
how my stand-up is too.
Yeah, but you know, but here's a little bit more different, not because we don't expect that here.
Yes.
We expect, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
And how you breaking it down and you giving people the actual guidelines to go and get it, that's appreciated, because I know there's fans that's there that's going to listen to everything you said and follow it.
Because I want people to I want you to have money, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you hear that saying, it ain't always about money.
What?
And I tell people, you shopping at the wrong place. Because it's about that motherfucker bread, dog. You know what I'm saying? When I lay with a woman, she see how soft my skin is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
and
money
she's like,
baby.
nigga, what the fuck you doing? You know? I tell the bitch, that's success.
That's expensive.
That ain't cash, man.
Yeah, that's success, baby. What the fuck?
Man. Yo, listen, man.
It ain't cashmere.
One thing about you, man, you do preach health, you do preach taking care of yourself, and it's so dope. It's so dope. It's so dope to see that balance. Like, you know what I mean? Because, you know, like Patrice O'Neal, one of the things I connected with Patrice O'Neal was about health. I had just lost 40 pounds at the time. I was about like 320 pounds, and I had connected with
good. Shout out for that.
Yeah. So I had connected with Patrice, and I was speaking to him every day, and that was something that he was on right before. So when I hear you say that, it's like, damn, you know, how many more Patrice O'Neals are out there that needs to hear that same exact thing? Yeah. And so I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Family. Because, you know, people see us here and they see us drinking and they think that we do this every day. We do this like once a month.
Balance.
Like,
that's
whatever
awesome.
it is.
It's good to know.
But we have that balance.
Something about
no.
But
We have the balance.
Oh, good.
We have the balance, but it's important for us to know. I mean, EFS and CrossFit, you know, but it was important for you to speak that just now, and to tell people, listen, man, you can be on the road, you can go on the road with NWA, but still make sure you get your sleep, you get your rest, you go get your checkups, and if you die, you're gonna die, but let it be some stupid
your own
shit.
fault.
Yeah, there, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? On purpose.
You know what I'm saying? Like you want to take advantage of this thing. 'Cause this shit off the nigga. This shit off the chain. I'm just in Hawaii. I'm just in Hawaii a couple days. I'm in Miami. I'm getting ready to go to motherfucking Paris and Milan, France.
God damn it.
You don't gotta stun on us that much.
No, I'm here. I'm either going to intimidate you or inspire you.
Yo, TK, man, it's always a pleasure. I have never seen you and not laugh. I've never seen you and not had a good time. I've never seen you and just not felt blessed and totally.
Nigga, listen to me.
And
when I pulled up and saw you outside, nigga, I felt honored.
Yes, me too.
I said, what the fuck? The whole team was waiting on the nigga.
Because you drink champs, nigga.
Man.
We're going to take a couple pictures and you do some drops and that's it, man. Thank you so much, man.
Bless it.
Another great one.